Okay, gang. We are finally assembled. Hello.
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 Okay. How are we all doing?
Ooh, fine.
Good. So I finally got you connected to that website, Trevor.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to do it, like I said, if you want to do a bio or anything, do it in there, and then I can hyperlink it around in that wiki, and then we copy it into Roll20. Let me show off something before we're talking about this stuff. So I did the homebrew rules. If you look at homebrew section in Roll20, in documents, go to Barrackram's Blessing, for example. Set it so everybody can read it. Granted power of Priest of Barrackram, and I've wrote a wee description. If you click the Barrackram, it actually hyperlinks back to the Obsidian Portal page.
It still isn't letting me log into my Roll20, and I'm on a different actual working laptop.
It says you're in. It says Tammy Kiara.
Yeah, but it doesn't let me do anything. It'll not let me change my picture. It'll not let me log into chat. All it says is you're currently using a legacy version of Roll20 video and voice. It's no longer available. That's the same thing that pops up all the time.
But
Yeah,
we're not using voice for Roll20 or video.
So I mean, that's the same thing. It's the only thing that ever is in chat. Yeah, it just keeps saying can't.
Can you click the settings
Something
button
went wrong.
above chat?
Either wait or reload the page.
You've
Yeah,
been
give me a second.
breaking up for me.
Yes, I think she might have sound. I think she might have voice and video switched on in Roll20. So can you get the settings in chat?
Right. Yeah, give me a second then. Let me have
We're talking
a look.
about
Right.
getting in chat. I've just changed something.
If you get the settings in Roll20, it says, where is it? Chat. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I want to broadcast to others. Go to nothing,
Yeah.
disable, and I want to receive from others. Nothing, disable. So make sure you're not broadcasting or receiving voice and video from Roll20, and then click reconnect.
Yeah. We're both there.
Yeah.
Both were on that.
What are you on Roll20 on the laptop? Can you roll that?
And I'm trying to wonder now if it's my roll. Hold on.
Yeah, so I think
Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Right, hold on.
Well, while you're working yours out, we've got a level up, and my car leveled up, so I can see that because I've got a asterisk on your hit points. You've got hit points to roll and everything else that comes with your level up.
Yep, so it's a D4.
And halved.
And here it goes. Oh,
So
is
that's
that one?
two.
It's two.
Two half to one.
Hey?
No, it's two. Sorry. Yeah, it's two. 3 half to 2. Yeah, sorry. I'm talking shit. I'm halving it twice. Sorry. 2 hit points. So wait, you're 20 out of 21 now. Take the asterisks off.
Yeah, I shall. So I'm just noting that down.
Tammy, Roll20's been funny for me today, just trying to get in last night as well, just trying to get it to load up a few times actually. It's been a real dick, so.
No, but this is like 3 weeks now.
I know.
It's a pro like it's not you're just chain it because I'm on.
Hey, if we have to move your characters around for you again, it's fine. When you're in chat, you can.
It's not like I'm starting to get pissed off about it now. Like I actually don't like playing if I can't own cheat anymore. If I can't use my own character. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna take all of this. Fucking shut it off.
Do you have anything else that comes with your level up? And my car at level. Well, did you go from 2 to 3 on mage?
Yes.
Yeah.
So in theory, second level spells, I believe.
Ooh.
But he's going to have to get another spell book because this one's nearly full.
See, I'm quite lenient on a lot of rules and let you away with a lot of stuff. Quite like making it hard to carry all your spells. I think it's good that a spell book only carries a few spells. I like that wee challenge because I don't make you scavenge for components, so I can make you struggle for spell pages. That's fun.
Yeah, there's some first level spells like Magic Missile. You say you failed that at first level, so presumably you can have another go at that.
Yes, indeed.
Well, you never found a spell book from Dirt Fingers, did you?
Not
Well,
yet.
that's what we were exploring for.
Yes.
Dirt Fingers never had a spell book.
Not
on
that I'm sure Ander Makar would want to learn a lot of Dirt Fingers spells.
it.
Hi.
Hi. Yes, I was just about to say, I think Darrow will probably burn down the obsidian portal if he could find it. Ryan.
I think so.
Yes. I mean, calling Barakthram an elf god.
Oh yeah. That's because it's from. I've not changed that from an earlier version of playing the game.
Oh, well.
I might need to change that. It says elf god because the first time we played it, the religious schism was the other way around.
Yep.
Some dwarf came along and said he was a priest of Barakthram. So it was the same kind of thing, but the other way around.
Yep.
So I need to just change that. So consider that the opposite. So I might have missed a few details from the old stuff, but I've updated all the new stuff on that, and I've really caught up on with that website.
Great stuff.
We've got other towns and stuff. I noticed there's an item section. It's not on by default, but I looked in the settings and it says, "Do you want to switch it on?" It's a bit buggy, so I put it on to have a look, so we can like store items like the cloth of everlasting, whatever preservance or whatever it was, that magic item that I made up on the spot. Like all these magic items, we can note them in something, and you know what I mean. I made a homebrew section in Wiki as well. I put all the rules in and stuff. So you'll notice if you go to here,
Homebrew rules and mechanics.
Yep, and there's homebrew section now in Roll20 as well, where I've put.
We have artificers as a character class. How else can you have mechanics if you don't have artificers?
Well, it's funny you should say, while we're just chatting before we're starting, I'm going to homebrew a class. I've never actually done it before. I'm going to do the Dwarf Slayer in the style of Dwarf Slayers in Warhammer. Do you know anything about them? Dwarves in Warhammer? So the Slayers...
I'm an expert on Warhammer, I'm afraid.
Right, okay, so the Slayers they have a death wish. And it's if they don't die by the troll, they go for the giant. If they don't go for the giant, they go for the demon. If it's not the demon doesn't kill them, they go for the dragon, and that's how they're leveling up as Slayers. And I want to model a dwarf kit on the Slayer, and so they get their armor class. They don't wear armor. These guys, they run about almost naked, basically. They just grow big long beards and big long mohawk hair, right? So their armor's from sacred tattoo. So I'm going to homebrew this class, and that's going to be the little quirk that they get more and more tattoos, and that's their armor class because it's like a holy power or whatever. And yeah, I'm going to write that. That's going to be my level.
I think the first tattoo has to be regeneration.
Yeah.
If they're wearing if they're the dwarven equivalent of a barbarian, and they go berserk or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, and then like another one is like blur, and they get all these different things from their tattoos.
Roll20 is
Yes,
entirely unresponsive, and I'm about to put my fist to a fucking screen.
Oh, don't do that. Can you watch on Twitch?
After?
As long as you can see it. As long as you can speak to us, make your decisions and that, and see it, we can move you. It's not going to be the end of the world. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. We'll get a new laptop or something. I don't know.
I don't even know if it is a laptop or if it's the
Roll20.
I can try hardwiring it like halfway through. Like
Yeah.
I can't fix it.
Yeah, have a go at the break.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to.
Yeah, it's not a big problem. Any more bookkeeping before we get cracking and start adventuring then?
At the moment, I don't think.
So we'll do a quick recap then. So at the end of the last one, after fighting with Durgar and their wargs, you found this trapdoor. Sneaky Nook was Sneaky Nook that went and had a peek down, wasn't it? Seen another.
Yes, I can get a peek down. But we wanted to finish clearing this level
Yeah. So you
before we went down.
So you came back up and you've covered the trapdoor with big boulders, if I recall correctly.
Well, whatever we could find.
Yeah.
So it would be more difficult. It would be difficult for somebody to open it from below.
Well, here there's lots of broken, crumbled off bits of wall. So you've got bricks and rocks of any size you want that you can, anything you can move around, you could use.
Unfortunately, we are not looking at the dungeon at the moment. We're looking at the island map.
Are you?
Yes, indeed.
Ah. Sorry about that, chaps. Tammy. Well, Tammy, you're looking at this one because you're looking at Twitch.
So yeah, you don't have to. It's alright. You don't have to fix stuff either. I'm not offended.
You were on the right one anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry, folks. So yeah, you found this trapdoor, you went down, there was another level, and you've came back up, and you've covered it with bricks, bits of broken wall, whatever. There's plenty of bits of broken wall, things like that here, so...
Yeah.
Easily enough done.
Because there was... I wasn't sure whether that was the end of that particular room or not. Or whether we just didn't look any further.
And you hadn't come along here as well?
No, there's that there as well, yes. So, with cat-like tread, I think I shall attempt to lead the party stealthily. Or I shall stealthily attempt to lead the party. Some of the party moving stealthily could be a bit of a problem. Okay,
now, remind me then, because we're starting, it's 2 weeks since we played. Are you doing detect traps checks as you go around? Because I need to roll those secretly. And
I will try doing detect traps, but I'm not very good at them.
Okay, because I've got dice here for that. And are you doing... Oh, no, I need this one as well. Are you doing...
Stealth and silence?
Detect noise and move quietly.
Well, when I get to a point like this, then yes, I will try doing detect noise. And then I will try to move quietly and stealthily and detect traps till I move to the next point.
Okay. Let me just get the right thing up here for rolling dice, so you don't see them.
Okay, so do you want to note them down? My detect noise is 55.
Yep, detect noise 55.
Move silently is 80.
Move silently is 80.
Hide in shadows 60.
Hide in shadows 60.
And find traps 35.
Okay. How often do I roll them? I want to get this right for this bit.
Well, if I do a turn's move, a round's move,
just roll each
and roll them for that.
Okay.
And the rest of the party will follow about 40, 50 foot behind me, yes?
Yes, or at least keeping you just in sight.
Yes.
Cool. I've got dice roller up on the screen here, and I've just rolled your 4 for your first.
Okie doke.
So, whatever happens.
So I shall attempt to... right, looking into that room, what can I see?
You see... So if you pull up your range of infravision again for me, you got, what's it, 120 feet?
120. 1 second, I shall just...
Same as a Durgar, coincidentally.
Yes.
Reading all about them today. Right, so you're going to see whatever field of vision allows here.
Yep.
It should be like that.
Okay.
I guess.
So, is this wall on both sides? Or does that look like an opening?
No, that. Right, so here,
So
this is all solid wall, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Sorry, let me
And
reveal that a little bit better, and then you'll see. Sorry, if I just do that.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine. So I need to move. So that's 19 foot. At which point I can see into this room.
Yep. Okay, so move them to there, then I'll reveal what's available.
Okay.
If
Just change
you guys
the
can hear
point.
me chewing,
Nope.
tell me.
No, you're good.
It's so paranoid.
Okay, so you'll see this room now.
Aha.
And you'll see into
So
here a
we've got
bit.
access. Right. So
Give me
the rest of the
120
party-
feet this direction.
1 second.
It's going to be relevant now. So you're going to see like that, aren't you? When you peek around that corner.
Yep.
Okay.
So that would look like steps, an access down or an access up.
This is very rough, of course, but you're going to see something like that.
Sound to me.
You don't see it.
Well, I shall then move across to there.
Yep.
Should
Okay.
let me then look into this room.
Clack, clack, clack.
Clack, 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 clack. There goes all those successful hiding shadows and move silently rolls you just made, mate. You just nailed all of them and he's just ruined it.
No. The person that's approaching is obviously much further away than I am.
Right, okay, so now you're going to see like this, I guess.
Yep. Let me just draw the... Yeah, I'm not going to see any more than that if there's a wall there. Yep.
You peeking around this corner?
Yep.
Now, what I have to do here is grab this and open that door. Sorry, that door's open. In fact, I'm opening that the wrong way. It needs to be like that. Sorry, folks. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Put that on the map player now. I've got it the right way.
Okay. Right. So is that room empty?
What you can see of it, there's nothing in it. You see
No, this room. I'm peering around.
right. Aye, right. So you will see this now, yeah.
Okay,
You see an empty room here.
fair enough.
Can fill that in.
I shall gesture back to Darrow and then think twice about it. No, I haven't taught him gnome battle language yet, have I?
You guys must be getting quite good at the sign language by now, though, with the commands you use.
Yep. I'll beckon to him and point to the ground at this point, and then I shall nip over to here and have a look into that room and what I can see of that room as well.
Okay.
I'd a guess he's telling me to stay still, but...
No, I beckoned him and then pointed at the ground where I was standing.
Oh, you want me to stand there?
Yep. So you can now see the open doorway, etc.
Yeah. I will be have my axe at the ready.
Okay, so that room's empty, and what did I see through there? Because I can now see a bit more
Correct.
from that direction. Oh no. We've got a complex.
Those look like they're going up.
Those are going up.
And
The stairs.
Yeah.
head to there. And again, is that empty?
Yes, and at this point I want to roll some dice for you for your detect noise, etc. So give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to detect noise, moving shadows. Sorry, detect noise, move silently, hiding shadows. Find traps.
And traps.
Okay. We don't find any traps.
Okay. Not even by walking into them. Is that a door at the top of the stairs?
Yeah.
And it's shut?
Yes.
Right. In that case, I shall walk back across to Darrow, gesture the others into the room, and tell them that there is a door at the top of the stairs, but it's shut. The door here is open. I would say that the best option is probably to... Sorry. There's a door at the top of the stairs behind us, which is shut. That door is open. I'm tempted to say we should go down there, unless we've got unless we've got a really psychologically minded enemy who's
you want
open.
to go to the open one?
That's what I'm saying. Unless we've got a really psychologically minded enemy who's opened this door and then headed up and shut that door behind him, I think we ought to go through the open door and down.
My theory would be that if you have left the door open, there's not anything very important behind it. But if you've purposely closed the door, you're hiding something.
Right. But does this door have a lock on it? If I venture over and have a look at it, does it actually have a lock on
it? Are you going up to look?
I'm going up to look at it, yes.
It has a lock on it.
Okay. Can I hear anything down the steps?
Oh, sorry, this one. No, this one. It has a lock on it. There's no key in the lock, and it's obviously not locked because it's open.
Right.
Depends how fast somebody ran down here on them. If they didn't have time to go back and forth, messing with doors.
Quite. Can I hear anything from down below?
You don't hear anything.
Okay. Well, I will leave it to Darrow to decide what to do. He's the boss.
I think your proposal sounded sensible.
What about Adamancar?
What about Adamancar? He's not the boss.
No, but I just wondered what the four are thinking. Because Kiaris is up. Two say down.
The other one.
I'm inclined to follow Stinky Nookum.
Right. Okay, so let me make sure I got my reveal areas thing. So you want to look down here now?
I think that at the moment, what I'm suggesting is that we head down, have a look there and see what we find here.
Alright, so I'll give you a view of this. I can do that now. I'll give you a view of all that.
Which might connect up with where we've been before.
Looks like it, doesn't it?
It's pointless. Let's not bother with it because we just keep going further and further down and down and down and down into the space. We're getting further away from the opening, further away from what we were supposed to do, which was go and tell that guy what was happening. And we've still not. I don't want to keep going down, guys. I'm not for it.
If you just peek around the corner, you will see it joins up.
Yeah, I don't think that's very interesting then, is it?
No, you'll see it's if you think about it, if you scroll out in the map, if you look, that's how the Durgar have come at you from two sides.
Yes.
They've come at you from here. Let me get my pointer. The shift ping, they've come from here and here. That's how they hit you from two sides. So they've come out this door on one side of this complex and out this door on the other side of it. Haven't they?
No. That would
Oh
bring
no,
the same-
sorry, because half of them were on this side, weren't they?
Yeah, half of them were on that
Yeah,
side.
yeah, yeah. So
It's
they
the
could have came out either side, but you had half of them were on this side.
Yeah, I
I
think
mean,
they're
they
in
were
that
probably
common
there
room.
waiting for us.
Sorry, excuse me.
Isn't that some kind of a common room or something down the end there, with the tables?
What tables? Where?
Right over on the
Here.
west hand side. Yes.
No, those were mine carts.
Oh, those are carts.
Yeah, those were mine carts. If you look at them compared to the size of your token, they're bigger mine carts, empty mine carts.
I think then we've got, rather than the other stairs, the next thing to check is this corridor.
Yeah, I think so.
There's a corner there that we haven't looked around.
What's that down here?
Yes.
Then we're less likely to be cut off. Until we all move back here.
Okay. Hang on a second, I need to... Are you still attempting to move silently at set this, Sneaky Nook? Are you moving ahead of them still?
I shall scout ahead. Well, hang on a second. Before we go there, when we get back to this room, I should just ask them to wait and then pop up the stairs and check and see if there's a lock on that door.
Which one? This one?
The door at the top of the stairs.
There is a lock on it, yeah.
Okay. Can I hear anything through the lock?
Can you hear anything through the lock?
Well, yes, if there's a lock, unless the key is actually in the lock, it's a hole.
Yeah, there's no key in the lock, there's a hole.
In that case, I shall see if I can make anything out through the hole and listen and...
Okay, make a detect noise roll yourself then. Do a public one instead of me rolling it. Do one that everyone can see. What's your detect noise? 55. No, you don't hear anything.
Okay, in that case I shall come back down and tell them that it does have a lock on it. Without checking it, I can't check and see whether it is actually locked, but I would assume if it's got a lock, it's probably locked. Then I shall lead the party forward. I will not try moving silently until I get to that point. Then I shall try my stealthy roll, etc. from there.
Are you going back down the air?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, that's Cornaith. Where's Sneaking Up gone?
Hold up, sorry guys. What was the crack with the? I've not tried the lock on the other door.
Sorry, when we were here, I just asked everybody to wait in that room there, and then I went up and checked whether that door had a lock on it, and yes, it does. So it is probably locked. I don't want to try jiggering with it to see whether or not I can open it. Not until we've checked this out. Okay, from that point then, I shall then try my moving silently and stealthily and checking for traps, and head along to the end of the corridor.
Okay. Well, I've made some previous rolls already, so give me a second, because the detect noise is that one. You do hear something when you get to the end of the corridor.
Aha.
Like, where do you mean, when you say end of the corridor, where do you mean there, right? Okay, you do hear something. Put everybody else in their positions then.
I think Darrow is probably kind of standing there, and everybody else is ready to rush round the corner.
Okay, you hear the scuttling. You hear scuttling to both sides of you. Like something rummage around in boxes. And you see boxes. Let me bring up. Let me do reveal map. You see stuff. So I can just do that actually. In fact, I can just do this. Fill in the gaps. Everything makes sense now about how that's laid out. So you hear scuttling around in the boxes, and you hear things stop scuttling, or the scuttling changing direction, something coming at you. But because you heard them with that roll, you rolled. Do you know what you did actually on your 4 rolls? You rolled 5. And these are on a D100. You rolled 5, 25, 1, 10 on a D100, by the way. So you hear something scuttling around and coming running towards you to attack you. Something from the boxes.
But if he moved silently,
They know I'm there.
Yeah, they do. Something that doesn't rely on hearing you. Do you know what I mean? Some things smell you, some things move silently doesn't make you invisible to everybody.
Okay, so I shall run back to the party. If
Yeah.
there's things coming
Yeah,
towards me, I'm
there's
not gonna
something.
hang around.
Yeah, there's something coming towards you. There's no roll for surprise. It's going to be. You can run towards the party. It's roll for initiative because they're coming towards you, but there's no roll for surprise. You're not surprised because of that. I need to.
Okay,
GM
since
there.
I'm
Here we
not
go.
in melee, I shall run back.
Yeah. Okay. Let me pull these up to the token layer. A bunch of giant beetles come running out from the boxes, scurrying towards you as if to attack you.
Beetles!
Big giant beetles. So at this point, it's roll for initiative.
Okie doke.
Because of that, because of hearing them, you get back to the party in time before you need to roll initiative, right?
Yep.
So.
The play are beetles like actually going to attack us, or are they like beetles in like pests, they're like
There's all sorts of nasty beetles below ground. Some of them we can train as mounts. Some of them are just vermin.
Yeah, that was the word I was looking for. I'm so sorry.
I just need to pull up a character sheet for them.
Some beetles are useful, some are just vermin.
Some are monstrous and aggressive, and it's.
Oh, definitely.
And this is the case as these big giant beetles come running out towards you as if to attack you. So I need to get.
It's good eating on them, though. Some of them. Plenty of protein.
Nice.
Sounds more of a gnomish snack to me than an elvish one.
Bear might like it.
So that initiative by Andamacar is the new roll, is it, or have you not removed it?
No, Andamacar rolled it. I don't think anyone else has rolled yet, so I just put his up. He rolled his in time. I'm just grabbing the rules to get the monster manual for these beetles.
Alright, I shall do Kiara then, shall I?
Please, yes, someone. My dagger +1 would be.
The dagger?
There should be a regular dagger and then a +1.
Yep. So, let's see if I can. So the +1 dagger. Let's go for that. That wasn't a very good roll.
Not the best, eh? Darrow, what's Darrow doing? Peter. You see you've rolled. Oh, Holy Axe, yeah, sorry. Kiara's using her dagger. Eleanor's using a sword. What's Cornate doing?
Using swords. So if you could add another initiative. For Sneaky Nook. He'll be going on 10 with his other sword.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
If someone wouldn't mind in the bear too.
Yep.
Obviously.
Who wants to get the bear?
I'll dig the bear out if you want. So I've got Charlemagne. Character sheet. Right, let's just select Charlemagne first.
There we go, that's there.
And then initiative. And Cornace. Cornace doesn't have a lot of options at the moment.
We're spells and stuff now, now.
Sorry?
Does that that's me out of spell now, isn't it?
I think so, yeah. You used all yours.
Yeah.
Did you use... No, because I think you've got that one level 2 that you've never used because it's never been handy was web. I think you've got a web spell memorised.
Oh, yeah.
Is that everybody? I just need to roll for this.
Sneaking up to Kiara, Eleonora. Sneaking up again, Charlemagne. Cornet should be on there as well.
Yes.
Yes, he is. So yes, I think that's everybody.
Excuse me, I was just still reading something about its attacks and stuff. Well, something that I've used. Okay. So, order them. Slinkinix first.
Well, I'm going to have to delay my round until they come up to me, because I'm not going to charge them, not having just run away from them.
What?
Confuse them though. Caught off guard.
And the Macar. Sorry, I just skipped you.
Right, I think the same that since I'm not going to be able to, I shall wait until they're in sight before I try and attack.
Darrow?
Well, you can always move. You can get ready to move.
Yeah. I'll have to move forward when I see them.
Yeah, how wide is this doorway, by the way? It's opening.
Where you are? 5, room for one
5
person.
foot. But can Darrow stand in the corridor, kind of here, and Macar there? So if I'm in this doorway, Macar's in that doorway, and Darrow's there, then the three of us should be able to fight, I think.
Yeah.
Do you see that?
Yeah. It's only a 4 foot wide corridor, so if
5 foot wide.
if Darrow's
corridor,
there
yeah.
with his axe and I'm here with my sword,
So if he stands there, yeah, and you're there, and you're there, that's the way 3 getting into one square, yeah.
No way for building a two-handed sword in that corridor. Two-handed axe. Is there more space here? It may be that Macar will spit it better than the other guy.
So let me draw something. Remember, we don't use a grid, but everything is still 5 foot squares. So draw shape. So I do this.
Macar uses a sword, yes?
Yes. A long sword.
Yeah.
So if you are like that, 3 of you standing. Do you know what I mean? If 3 of you stand like that, that's how you fight against one square.
Yeah, that square, yes.
Yeah. Oops. Because remember, everything's 5 foot squares.
Yeah. Just depends how giant these giant beetles are.
Yeah. So I think
Don't look that giant to me.
So I think Darrow was going to stand back here, and then I could move forward to there.
Yeah, but Darrow wants to stand there because it's 5 foot wide rather than 4 foot wide, and he's wielding a 2-handed axe.
The beetles look to be about 2 to 3 feet, ranging from 2 to 3 feet the size of their body. They've got black and red shells, and they look angrily. They scuttle and turn around angrily as soon as they smell or they didn't see Slinky. Well, they may have seen him. They didn't hear him, but whatever. As soon as they detected Slinky Nook, they scuttled around angrily, looking at him as if they were coming to attack. They're monstrous-looking beetles. They're not like just very large beetles. They're monstrous-looking. They're 2-3 feet in length. Big red eyes.
Like beautiful ladybirds or like butterflies or not.
They look like a hell version of one of them because they're black with red rather than red with black, and they've got red eyes. And
I don't know, but I mean, are we ever going to come across anything like?
I mean, if you're walking around, if you're walking in the woods on a nice summer's day, yeah, there will be butterflies and ladybirds and that, but you just need to watch out for the goblins and dragons.
Yo.
I mean, when you're finished in this dungeon, if you want to go for a walk in the woods just to see some butterflies and that, just for a wee break, we can. I don't mind.
I appreciate like a wee walk in the fresh air after this, guys.
Yeah. I mean, I don't.
Like, I need some fresh air, like.
I don't mind.
Yeah,
Do I recognise these beetles from my underground trading, or are they kind of one of these surface type beetles?
Nah, they look something like you may have seen before.
Shall I roll a survival or not?
Yeah. Give me a survival roll. That's a good
survival
one.
underground.
Yes, give me that. And if you succeed that, right? Okay, you know what they are. Or they look very similar to a monstrous beetle known as a bombardier beetle.
Gas.
Or
oh dear.
Or acid.
So with that,
Yeah, I yell a warning. They kind of fire off acid vapor. If it's what I recognise, they're not nice.
They don't look like they're exactly that, but
similar.
But very similar. Yeah. Because you rolled well on that roll.
You should probably err on the safe side, and you should tell us to assume that they're going to do whatever it is that you think they are.
Yes.
Well, because you rolled so well on that, what I'll tell you is they're not that, but they look like very similar.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm getting ready to kind of jump back from any sudden exploding cloud of vapor.
Yeah. Oh, it's worse than Darrow after a bad curry.
So,
I'm still all stinking and infected, aren't I?
yeah, let's not forget about that.
I've still got.
You've got -2
finger
strength.
disease. Yeah.
You've got -2 strength. I think it's dexterity and charisma. It's either strength, constitution. It's strength, charisma, and either dexterity or constitution. I can't remember which one. But you're still under the effects of the contagion spell. So you're covered in warts and pussy, seeping sores and all sorts of nasty stuff. Yeah, all over your face and body. Yeah, we can't forget about that. Excuse me.
I don't think it's going to put the beetles off, though.
No.
No, I just say though, like I am not wanting to like. Can we get these things out of the way and like stop going down the way? And can we go get me fixed?
Kiara needs a wash. Right, so Darrow, on your move, you move to there, right? That's where you want to go, rather than in the corridors. You want to be in that hallway with the stairs, because there is more space there. It opens out into a room. And because it's stairs, you've got more room above your head to swing an axe.
yeah.
It seems like the logical place. So, Tammy, because he is Kiara's bear, where do you want Charlemagne to go?
You probably recognise it as like a tiny space.
There isn't space for
I
Charlemagne.
have him blocking it off. Probably to see up further back where Eleonora is. He would probably move just so that he's like as if you know where I'm talking about.
Yeah, just next to.
Just move him a little bit further up, closer towards me, and further away from Cornaith. But if you turn him round, so they face the right way.
Like that?
Give me a second
Something like that?
to cut.
He could defend the elves.
Yeah, I think he'd probably be doing that anyway, and if I am disgusted, I want to make sure that he's there, because I've got minuses now.
Yep. What's Eleonora doing then?
Probably keeping an eye on that corridor to make sure nothing comes up behind us.
Nothing nasty. Alright.
Yeah, but no, yeah, he can. Position herself where she can see there, and have half an eye out in case there's noise from the trapdoor being forced.
Alright, so okay, yeah. So she's got an eye. If you look, she's got an eye line on both. So she can see the trapdoor, and she can see that. So we reckon that's a pretty good spot for her, eh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. That's Eleonora. She's just moving into a place. Got ya. Kiara.
basically just the same. I would see. I think we'd be pretty well versed in like in order to that side of the bears there at the other side. We just keep each other, keep an eye out, and to catch anything that's coming.
Still just where she
Okay,
is.
yeah, that's too small a space for me. I feel like shit. I'm disgusting. So
So drop her back a bit behind the bear.
yeah, not too far back. So like fully out of action. But...
Okay. Didn't you learn tumbling? Wasn't that your new non-weapon proficiency? Because of the way you're fighting, you're jumping in and out of combat. I love it.
Cornet's just got his knife out or dagger out and preparing to steal his life dearly.
Is he out of spells?
Of course, he used his last 2 burning hands on the Duergar.
Oh.
And they didn't enjoy that much.
Okay. Oh, I didn't roll for the Beatles.
Oh no, it's fine.
See how stupid I am?
Give me 2 seconds, sorry guys, I'm just gonna mute for a second.
So they're on 4. So see, because he heard them, we'll call that a surprise round. In retrospect, because Dungeon Master fucked up and forgot to roll their initiative. So we just start from there for round 2, okay?
Okay.
You use the round to move. Now they attack.
Attack of the killer beetle.
Attack of the giant beetles, yeah. So the first one's going to scurry up. And I guess she's going to run straight at Adamankar because he's right in front of him. She could try and bite him. Ooh.
Oh, that's only just good enough.
That's a good roll as well, because these things don't have a good Thaco. They've got Thaco 19, so he's rolled a 17 to hit you, yeah.
Yeah, I may see 2 now.
So if you bear with me a second, I'm going to roll some damage for that. Oofed. Nice start to the combat, boys. You're a small to medium creature, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Cool.
That's 2d6 damage I'm rolling there, and I rolled 3, you're lucky. So the next one, these are small creatures, so these can manipulate more than one of them in that 5-foot square. So this one's going to come for Darrow. Oh, it's really,
I'm so sorry.
it's really hard to move. Right, okay, yeah, that's fine. So he's still in that same 5-foot square. Trying to grab Darrow now to turn him. It's really tricky. There we go. So this one's going to attack you, Darrow. Oh my goodness. It's really fiddly when you've got tokens that are the size of a square.
Yeah.
Taking up the same square. It's really fiddly. Right, okay. That'll have to do. He misses anyway. A third one's going to come in, and within the same square, so fiddly, it's going to attack Sninkyruk. Oh.
Yep, that's a hit.
DM with the rolls today, that's a 19. And that's more like it on the damage.
Ouch.
Ouch. Somebody got bit up by a giant beetle. The rest of them don't immediately run out to attack you. In fact, a couple of them stay back. But they're coming out progressively like that. Don't all immediately come to attack you. Like that. There we go. So now you guys can go ahead.
Righty-ho. In that case, Sneaky Nook will do his best to...
was thinking he got battered for 8 hit points. That's a bite on this thing.
Not nice. Oh, for crying out loud.
Oh dear.
You know what you need to do.
D10.
Yes.
Maybe
It's a really good start to the combat.
Yeah. Didn't you roll the wrong weapon? Doesn't know that it makes a difference because you rolled a natural 1.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Natural one's
natural
just
1
gonna
anyway,
blow
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Oh,
guys,
right.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry, I rolled with longsword, not the rapier.
Okay.
Can we slow down and explain what we're rolling?
Yeah.
Does anybody mind if we do that a little bit? Just one, because it helps me pick it up, and then I also know that there's people who are trying to learn what to do.
So, when he rolled his attack roll there, the red 15 that you see in roll 20, the red thing around it means he rolled a 1. So if you hover over it, it shows a 1 in red. That's a critical miss. So he misses this round and next round with his attacks. But with my homebrew rule, which I can bring up on screen, that means he has a further roll to see if he really, really fucked it up. It's the same with the critical hit. You get a further roll to see if you really, really do it. So I'll bring up the rule. Critical hits. Like standard rules, a natural D20 is always a critical hit, and a natural 1 is always a critical miss. Additionally, there is a chance of an extra effective or crit or particularly bad fumble. Different classes have different chances of each. So on the critical miss, he will roll 1d10, and if he rolls a 1, then it's like
really fucked
really
up.
bad. Yeah, like chopping, like for example, I've put up there chopping off your toe when you drop your sword, for example.
Okay, yeah.
I'll leave that on screen for a wee second.
I do follow it. Sometimes you guys are so quick that
Yeah, sorry.
I'll want to be rolled and you're like, whoa, and I'm like, wait, hold on, let's explain that a little bit.
Yeah. And that's a homebrew rule as well. That's my own rule as well, so.
I'm having real trouble in making out what Tam is saying.
Tammy's loud on my end. I've got Tammy turned down a bit on my end. I think maybe
Okay, you guys,
He's breaking up.
breaking up a little, but
I can try Discord through my phone and a different headset. If that
go for it. Give it a try. Yeah, give it a try. So, yeah, you roll a critical miss. Well, I've got a home rule, meaning you roll a further dice to see if that's got the, the really, 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 really bad luck and is the really, really bad critical miss. You lost a magical weapon to that a couple of weeks ago, David. Alright, so you miss your attacks with that sword, and with your swords this round you're all tangled up, you fucked it up. And in my car.
Right. Let's go for it.
So it'd be this one here that you'd be attacking.
Yeah.
I guess because they're sharing a square, the three of them, you can attack anyone. Boom! Now we have the opposite example. So he now rolls the opposite dice. He rolled a critical hit. If we hover over the -6, it's green 20. He's rolled a critical, so that 20 is a critical hit, so he gets double damage. But with my homebrew rule, he's got a chance of triple damage. And the fighter's got the best chance of it, 1 in 4. He's got a 25% chance, whereas a mage has 10%, 1 in 10. He's multi-class fighter mage, so he gets the preferred roll. So he's now got a 1d4, and if he gets a 4, it's triple damage. Oh, really? It's still double damage. So you do double damage on your attack.
And
now,
it's all a man's size, isn't
one
it?
second, Trevor, because the three of them are sharing a square, like I said, although we've got them laid out separately on the map because I'm struggling to move the individual tokens, you can choose whichever one you want in this. You can still pick.
The one that bit me.
Alright.
I'll teach you the lesson.
Oi! And if you do see the green, if you hover over it, it's because he rolled the maximum on the dice. He rolled the 8 and he's got +3 on that. 11 damage.
And that's before doubling, presumably.
That's before doubling. So you get 22 damage. And I'm just checking to see if I gave them all the same hit points or did them individually. I've rolled these ones individually, that's cool. But 22 hit points is going to kill even the strongest one. the macaw. Would you like to describe that to us, Trevor? Go ahead.
Oh, I should think that's hacked clear through its carapace, and there's oozing ichor all over the floor, and its internal organs are pulsing as they lie on the flagstones.
Very nice, mate. Very nice.
Yeah.
Bravo. Excellent. Darrow. Now, like I said, they are in the same square. You can choose which one you want to hit.
Well, as I'll do the one near me, as it's further forward.
Yeah. I mean, they're scuttling around in the same square, but for ease of where they are on the map, as we have them laid out, yeah.
Other one might block it, block the progress of others. The Darrow. Click that.
That's not going to do it.
Nope.
They've got a hard chitinous shell armour. They're monstrous giant beetles, so picture the hard shell of a beetle, but like, you know, times whatever, times however many hundred in scale. It's thick, thick, thick armour that does nothing. And Tammy, it's the bear's turn. He's got Darrow in front of him.
He's gonna hold. That's such a small space. Like he's not. Those things are quick too. He's like thinking he does not want to get stuck in there.
Okay. What's Eleonora do?
How long does she reckon it will take for her to go round? To go round the back.
Oh, right. Okay, so, I mean, you guys have walked around here, so you know, you'll have a rough idea from memory how, what way it is. Now, what way are you thinking? Are you talking about going past Ninkanook? Right, that way. Okay, so let's do that.
That way, down the stairs and round the corner.
We've got David's marking it out. Go on, David. So she can get, how many turns is it going to take her? How many rounds? It's going to take 2 rounds at least.
It's about 2 rounds.
Just over 2 rounds.
250 foot.
But she can run at certain points if she's got enough of a straight line.
Yeah.
Yes.
She can certainly run down this corridor.
Yeah. She can do it in 2 rounds.
Okay, so I shall. It just makes more sense because the bear can come in there and she can be back up if something happens to sneaking up.
Yeah. We always have to remember your movement rate's not totally limited. If you've got a bit of space, if you're not in like corridors this size, then you can go beyond that speed. You can run at certain bits. So she could do that in 2 rounds.
I will plonk her there for now.
Okay, so next round she's here, yeah?
Yeah.
Kiara. Tammy, what would Kiara like to do?
Get healed. I'm feeling terrible. I would see what Eleonora was doing, Like, I would be able to tell that she was looking. I would move forward. I'm going to hold back. Can I just use this round to move?
Yeah. Would you like to do it now or at the end of the round?
Now, please.
Where would you like to go?
Like in play, and I can keep track. Just between where Eleonora and Darrow is, so like just behind Darrow, but in front of Eleonora.
Well, Eleonora's moved.
Oh, is she gone now? Oh, hold on, I'm still, my map thing is still.
Yeah, so she's attempting to run round the back. It's going to take her 2 rounds.
Okay. Yeah, well then I'll definitely move forward to right in Darrow.
Okay.
I've got my dagger out, so I need.
Sneaking
My swords are all tangled up, and I got bitten. Can
That's
I
right.
swallow a healing potion?
Not this turn. Next turn, yes, but not
Next
this.
turn.
Yeah, not this one.
Okay.
Courtney, what's he doing?
Preparing to sell his life dearly with his dagger.
Okay, so it's the turn of these things now. So I'll do the ones that are in combat with you first, and I'll do the one that's attacking Darrow first.
Can you put a second initiative in for Darrow?
For this round. So he goes now. No, because this is for this. Sorry, for this round. What will it be on? 12.
Yeah.
There you go. So first of all, sorry, is this one attacking Darrow? And it's going to try and bite him again. Doesn't hit you, eh? The other one is attempting to bite Sninky Nook. That doesn't hit you, eh?
D6 is not a hit, thank goodness.
Okay.
Oh dear.
So what I need to do
Dangerous creatures, these.
I need to move them out of the way just for tidiness sake. Another one comes in to the fray and is going to attack Andy Makar. That's going to hit you, eh?
Dear, oh dear.
I said they're dangerous creatures.
They're very dangerous, oh dear, oh dear.
Nearly as dangerous as Darrow.
8 damage.
Ooh.
Much worse this time.
Yeah. Got a few hit points left still.
And 3 more just cautiously creep up behind. That's it. Does anybody do anything else in the next round? This will be the 3rd round, right?
We don't know that was the start.
Oh yeah, that was the
That
start.
was
Sorry,
the
yeah,
first
sorry,
round,
yeah. I'm thinking that's the end of the round. Because they went. I'm looking at Sninky Nook. I forgot at the start I didn't have them in, and Sninky Nook was the top of the round. So Sninky Nook, you can't use your swords this round because of your critical miss, but you could drink a potion.
I'm taking a potion of healing.
Mm-hmm.
So my number on myself goes down to 2.
I don't do it yet though. In case somebody wants to change what they're doing this round, we'll quickly do that. Oh no! I did it again. We're halfway through the round. I'm stupid. Because of these things being on 4. I'm sorry, folks. So you're drinking a potion. My bad.
Okay. Potion of healing coming up.
We should have rolled on your
9
initiative for that,
points.
but it doesn't matter. Nice.
Oh.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, they've already had their attack on me this round,
Yeah.
so.
Adamankar.
Right. Time to have another go with this sword.
Giant Beetles.
Yep. Here we go. No, not this time. Bounces off. In fact, it doesn't even get that close.
Darrow, you've got 2 attacks this round.
So let's try our first attack.
Feel free to kill yours and mine.
Yeah, if I get the chance to.
Yes, just don't throw your axe at me, please.
With the weapon as big as his,
Roll a 1 because you made us talking about what will happen if I roll a 1.
if you rolled a 20 and then he rolled the 4, I would say he manages to hit up 2 at least. Wow. That was a 19. Give me damage.
Guys, my Twitch is so behind.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not me just being slow.
Sorry, but have a look at your laptop before next week or something, see what we can do. And your Roll20 account.
I think do you know what? I might actually try and get you to log in to my Roll20 and just see if it does the same thing.
Okay. Darrow, let me tell you that one had the lowest hit points. It had 6, so you managed to kill it.
Oh,
Yes.
so I did that because that's a pretty bad roll.
Yes,
because
for
I've
you.
But that's
got the D12, yeah, right, okay, so yeah.
So the 22 really was a bit of overkill.
Oh yeah. Well, no. That one had 15.
Oh, right.
So
that's
I
good.
have rolled these. Some things I just decide, right, these guys are going to have 8 and they'll all have 8. Sometimes I roll them individually. These have rolled individually. So the first guy had 15 hit points. That next one had 6. So these are done separately. So he was lucky, very lucky there.
So I rolled a 2, yeah. So you crossed him out?
Washed him out. Charlemagne. And by the way, you sound much better than Discord, Tammy.
Yeah, thank you. It's actually a Bluetooth headset. Anyway, Charlemagne is. How close are these things? Give my Twitch a second so that I can have a realistic idea. I'm probably going to say hold, but I just want to keep.
Is behind. He's a rank behind. To be when you're talking about combat, he couldn't get in to fight them. If they were big, tall creatures, I might give him a chance to like go over Darrow's head because he's at the top of the stairs and Darrow's on the stairs, right? So if these were big hobgoblins or whatever he were fighting, yeah, I'll give him a go over Darrow's head. But no, because they're like on the ground little things, there's no way he can get in and attack from their melee.
Can I play him like as a player, or do I have to play him as a bear? Because I want to move him back a little bit.
It's a smart bear.
I want him to back up a little bit. Right, okay, then he's going to back up a little bit.
Play him as he responds to you.
Not
verbal commands, hand signals. Yeah. He's very smart. So yeah, you can move him around tactically.
You see where
not right to the. Sorry, if you give me just a second, Peter, because Twitch is so behind.
Sorry.
To like not back himself into the corner, but he's definitely, I think, going to realise that there needs to be some space.
Yeah, got you.
He'd be getting pretty good at things like that too, because he's been enlarged twice now.
The thing is, Tammy, I would say
you'd have a good idea.
Your relationship with this bear now, as a group, is
like the dog.
Yeah, well, yeah. As a group, even you can shout at him and give him basic commands, and he'll attack or he'll stop or he'll. But you personally have like an even better relationship where he'll understand hand signals and whispers and commands, and you've got that kind of. And he's an intelligent bear. Remember, he's smarter than your average bear. Do you know what I mean? He's been in many combats. He goes down dungeons with you. He does all this sort of stuff. So yeah, you can give him tactical command.
Yeah, pretty much. I think where he is, where I can see him now on the.
Yeah. All right.
I just wasn't sure if I was getting like where I understood the game better now. So does that count as cheating if I play him like that, or if it was like okay?
To a certain extent, you can. If you're close to him, if he can see you, then you can move him around with hand signals, whispers, whistles, all of that. If he can see you, you've got quite a good tactical command of him. But then if you're not there, it's lesser. If the other guys are there, it's still a certain extent. But if no one's there, he's not that smart. Do you know what I mean? He responds to you.
No, that's fair.
He is not a bear with very little brain.
No, he's smarter than your average bear, eh? So, Kiara, it's your turn.
Me?
I might run. Yeah, I'm gonna run in.
It's not. We've missed Eleonora. We've missed Eleonora.
Oh yeah, but she's moving, is she not?
Yep.
Yeah, she was coming around the back of Sneaky Nook.
So,
sneaking around.
Where exactly is she going to go? Because she can sprint a little bit, she can get there in 2 rounds. What are we going to do with her?
She's clever.
Let me know if you need me to move in.
She's just saying this.
Yeah.
Sick. Now, Kiara.
I'm going to move in between, like, onto the stairs with Darrow, but, like, obviously closer to Cornet's side, because I'm getting, like, edge.
There's no space, though, because it's a 5-foot square.
You could catch an axe if you do that.
Yes, if you were right next to Corneth, you might be able to throw darts or daggers down at them.
Well, yeah, no, that's what I was meaning, like between Darrow and Cornet.
So if you were kind of at the top of the, not like, on the stairs,
maybe a couple
but to
of
the
stairs,
side.
Yeah, like a couple of stairs above Darrow, but to the side towards Cornet, on the corner of the staircase. I'm sorry, I will start using less words as well. The corner of the staircase.
Yeah. No, I've got you.
Might be able to see far enough to get darts or something down there.
Have you got any darts left?
Yeah, I should have. I think I definitely had said to you, please remember that I would be like rooting about. There was some that you said I'd totally lost.
Yeah.
But it should be on my sheet.
Okay. Do you want to? We don't. To save rolling another initiative, do you want to throw any darts this turn? Let's say you can get a shot because you're at the top of the stairs. I will.
Will you let me do that?
Yeah,
Will you
well,
let me do that?
yeah, without changing initiative, just for speed's sake. Also, what I would
For
say
the
is,
sake of-
we'll balance out your struggling for a shot with one of your fellow player characters in front of you. I'll balance that out with, normally you would get a +1 for being on higher ground. So I'll balance that out and say you're not getting a penalty, you're not getting a bonus. So you can get, and I'd say you've got a shot on that one, maybe only. Or, well, the two that are in this square. Because remember, they're both in the same one.
I'll take a shot at the one that's closer.
Okay. Somebody want to roll that for her then?
Remember, I am infected though.
I've changed them on your sheet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So is this an ordinary dart or a magic one?
I don't think I have magic dart.
Right. So just a standard one.
I know, yeah, just a standard dart.
Right. I'll roll that for you.
Here.
Armor class of 4 just hits it. Just manages to find the little gap between the two plates of its natural armor and slots in. Give it damage.
Right. Let me
It's worth it.
click on that. So it's that size.
Nice.
Good one.
Maximum damage.
Yes. Yes.
Little chip into it. The dart sticks into it. It's the beetle's still moving around with the dart actually sticking out of the side of its body.
Yes.
Sninky Nook, that would have been a second attack, wouldn't it? We're not having that because you've taken a potion.
No, I just took a potion this round.
It's Cornaith. Now, I'd say also if he wanted a throwing knife, he could have a shot at one of them as well.
I think he does.
He has a throwing knife, but his chance of hitting isn't very good because these are highly armoured.
Yeah.
And if things start going bad, then yes, he'll use the throwing knife that he's got. But...
Darrow, you have or don't have a second attack this round? You don't.
He
I
does.
do.
You do. This is the one where you have 2 attacks.
2. Yeah.
Yep.
Right. Because you're only halfway up the stairs, I'm not giving a +1 on higher ground, but
That's why you didn't go right in to make sure that there was space.
But he's got the space to swing that big axe around. That's not going to do it though.
Obviously put him off with this dart
Yeah.
flying past his ear.
That'll be a case of just at the end. It'll be a huge mighty swing, but just at the end of it, it just moves, the angle of the swing moves just slightly, just so that it just slides off the shell of the beetle. Like if it was just, if that blade was turned like 1 degree more, it's going in, but it just went slides off. Now, it's the end of the round.
I'm sorry, Darrow.
Now it's the end of the round. So does anybody want to do anything different now?
Yes, I'm going to get my swords laid out again, ready for the next lot of beetles that come charging up.
Okay.
Or indeed the
I'm
one that's still in
gonna,
front of me.
I'm gonna do a
Here's
little
initiative.
bit better. And definitely change to action darts.
Right, do you want me to roll initiative for the darts then?
Yes, please.
Nice.
I think that how many darts have I got? Because if I have enough, it gives me.
Ooh, another
I get
bad
2
roll.
shots.
That's a pretty bad roll.
Yes.
Remember, you get 3. It was only one last time because we didn't change initiative. We get 3, so I need to add 2 initiatives for you. You get 3 darts per round. You only had 2 last time because it was sneaked in without changing initiative. Snuck in. Sneaked in, that's a new word, Oliver. So.
We're Scottish people, we don't.
What did you roll? You rolled 12, so we got your 14 and 16.
Get someone else to roll these, I think.
No, that first roll that you done was, I thought I was really chancing it with that, but that was worth it. That was a good shot, yeah.
The sorting's peculiar because Sneaky Nook should be after Cornate and Kiara's second blow.
Yes, it's not sorted it properly. Yeah.
Then maybe it was sorted, but then we've added things since.
So it needs sorting again.
Yeah, because of Kiara's one. Yeah, it does. Like, so I can just do this and it sorts it. There we go.
No, because Sneaky Nook had to re-roll initiative.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
That's it. I used the sorter. It's sorted.
Right.
I believe.
Yes, it is.
Right, I'm getting worried here because they seem to be hitting better than I would expect. They've hit me twice. They're only little beetles.
You can hover over the dice rolls and roll 20 and see what they did. That was down to dice, that.
Yeah, but I don't know that, do I?
Yeah. So I'm going to have them attacking you again.
Yeah, I mean, I thought they were just little beetles, but they seem to be biting me every time,
They have been.
despite my best sword work and dodging.
Not this time.
Ah, that's more like it.
Another one attacking Darrow. And a third one coming in to attack Stinky Nook.
Miss, go on, miss.
Oh yes, they've lost their mojo.
I'm quite willing them
Guys,
to
it's
give
something-
them some mojo.
Just wipe out
Would
them
someone,
fighters.
Looks like it.
What do you want, Tammy?
What did you say? Was someone to remind me what web does, because I think in my head what I have it does is different to what it actually does.
Shoots out a big, sticky, spider web-like web from the spell effect that gets people caught in it, and they have to make saving throws to get out.
Yeah, but it affects everyone, doesn't it? It doesn't. It's not like target specific.
No, it targets an
No.
area. So,
Okay.
if your allies were in the area, it would get them as well.
Okay.
Yeah, it covers quite a big area, I think, doesn't it?
Yes.
I
8,000
actually,
8,000 cubic feet. So if this is a 4-foot wide corridor, 10 foot high, that's 40 into 8,000. It would cover 200 feet of corridor. It
Yeah.
would fill the entire corridor.
Yep. They would all fill up.
which if I'm the last one out the door is not
Oh,
a bad
yes,
idea,
yes.
but
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, if everybody goes down, you could fill the corridor with web, then run away and.
If you're the last route with door,
Yeah.
it's ideal.
yeah. Whose tail? That's I am as well.
Okay, that's it, because only 3 of them are in that square. They can attack you. There's no more are in range to attack you.
Good.
So, and the Makar.
Right, time to see if I can kill this one.
Good luck.
Oh, that's not bad.
Oh yeah, that's very good.
Oh,
Don't put the damaged one on yet.
if that was, yes, I think that would be the one nearest, wouldn't it? Or was it the one in front of Darrow that was injured?
I've not got bars on them. No, that one in front of you is certainly not injured. The one on Darrow, yeah, the one on Darrow is injured.
Right.
Can't even grab the other one.
Can I reach that one?
Yeah, because they're all in the same square. You can have any of the 3 of them. So that you want
I'll have
that
the
one.
I'll have the one that's already injured because,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean it's
Unfortunately, it wasn't enough though.
no, it wasn't a very good roll.
Nope. Darrow. Mighty Darrow. Mighty Darrow Great Axe.
There's a lot of these around. I'll go for an uninjured one.
Okay, so that'd be the front one. Or the back one.
I'll go
I
for the
think.
one on Ambassador.
Okay.
And this is my only attack of the round.
Ooh, and it doesn't do anything.
Oh, scratched its carapace, but didn't go through.
Okay, Tammy, would the Charlemagne the Bear like to do anything this round?
No.
No. Okay. Sninknook.
I shall attempt to stab with my rapier.
Good chance with that thing, like.
Yes.
What did you roll there? That was at 18. Ooh. Right, which...
We did.
First of all, then, out of the triangle, which top, bottom left, or bottom right are you having?
The one that's attacked me, so that's presumably that one.
Yes.
Okay. So that takes...
See the damage roll. Wow.
10 damage.
Mm.
That's a nice one.
Right.
Didn't kill it. This must have been one of the stronger ones.
Curses.
Aw.
Eleonora.
She's keeping an eye out.
Cornaith.
So he's still holding his action, isn't he? And see if everyone's surviving.
Kiara. You've thrown 3 darts, eh? First one's
Yeah.
this initiative.
So do you want me to roll for you?
Yes, please.
So a dart. Oh, very good.
Oh my.
Oof.
And
Which one?
Yeah, which one did you want? The one that was already injured, nearest to Darrow?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
Oh.
one enough?
It's not.
Next start.
Bless you. Daru, you don't have a second attack this round.
It's got 2 darts in it now, hasn't it?
Yep. 2 darts sticking out of it.
Yeah.
Snakey Nook, you do have a second attack this round. Well, it's
I
not got
do
2
too.
darts sticking out of it. The first one was a really strong hit with a lot of damage and stuck in. This one did some damage, chipped it and came out.
Yeah, like when you hit the side of the board.
Yeah. And still hit it, but it wasn't...
Yeah, the first went into the 20.
Yeah,
This one went into
yeah, exactly. The first one's sticking out, the other one's on the floor.
the wrong side of the wire.
Finishes one.
Yep, I've got another attack on 13.
Second attack. This is the longsword, eh?
Yep. Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum. That's probably not a hit.
No, armor class 4.
Oof.
Kiara's second dart.
Here goes.
Oh.
Oi!
Hey,
So that's a critical hit.
you're doing well.
So she needs to roll a
Thank you.
D8, isn't it, to see if it's triple?
Mm-hmm.
It won't open up for me. But yeah.
I'll finish this one off.
Yeah, D8. Because she's a thief class.
Am I doing that one, or
Yeah.
Oh,
you
no,
will.
yeah, sorry. I was still patiently waiting there. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
so
will.
was that. No, you didn't. Okay, but you do
One up,
double
right?
damage, so
oh,
double 1. Well, let me tell you, just out of character or whatever, it had 1 hit point, so even without the critical hit, all you
Yeah.
needed was the hit. I'm just moving the corpses out the way just for keeping the view tidy.
well, another one bites the dust.
Yep, and you've got your third attack of the round. You've got another dart still. You get 3 darts per round.
And the one in front of Sneaky Nook is injured.
Let's make it a hat trick.
Yeah.
No,
No,
Yeah.
afraid not.
no hat trick, right? And that's the end of the round. So anybody that held their action, that'd be Eleonora and the bear, Cornaith, are they doing anything?
Cornaith isn't doing anything. The team appear to be killing them, so Cornaith
Okay.
is just going to wait.
So
Eleanor's only weapon is a sword.
another one moves into the fray at the beginning of this round. And it's going to make an attack at Darrow. Misses. The second one is attacking Andy McCarr. Oh, critical. So remember, if that one's still alive, next round it doesn't get an attack. And the third one is attacking Sninkerick. Oh.
That's a hit.
Got any more of those potions? Oh.
Oh yes, I have. I've got Eleonora hanging around behind me.
And the last one moves into the square behind. And that's it. Right, guys, Andy McCarr, you're first.
Here goes. Let's make it a good one.
No.
No.
Darrow, 2 attacks this round, your first one.
So
This new one is the top one.
The new one, I go for... Oh.
Okay. The bear, is he doing anything or holding his action again?
I actually wanted to move him to the other side of me. Like, still as far back as he is, but just like...
Directly behind Darrow, but with a gap.
Yeah.
Yeah, got you.
Yeah.
Sneaky Nook.
Righty-ho. Again missed.
Just as well. Just.
Yes.
This comes off this hard natural armour that it's got for a body.
Yeah.
Eleonora.
She's still waiting.
She can't get in because Sneaky Nook didn't move back. Cornaith.
Cornaith's just waiting.
Kiara. She got any darts left?
No, that was not...
No. You doing anything else then?
No. Just... Stay where I am, keep an eye.
Okay, Darrow, you've got your second attack.
Right.
That's more like it.
That's more like it. Like, give me some damage. And I wish you a good roll.
You just have to give me... Give us
Oh, there it is. There it is, aye. And he was quite a strong one, but you got him in one. You one hit, the first guy you ran in and you one hit quit him as soon as he arrived. Boom. Psh. Splatter. There's giant beetle all over the walls, all over Andy McCarr and Sneaky Nook and all over your face, Darrow, and in your beard. That's what that one did. And Sneaky Nook, you've got your second attack as well.
Coming up. Oh dear. I'm not having much luck at the moment with these beetles.
Nope. That's it. So it's going to be another round. I can't remember what number we're on. We've not been tracking, so we don't have any spell effects or anything to track.
Nope.
Fourth one? Fourth round?
This is round 4.
Or fifth round. It's fifth.
More than 4. It's more than 4.
We had an even number. There was the round of closing.
Yeah.
In which
Wait,
we don't
roll
count.
it, roll it.
Yeah.
Round melee.
We're 5 or 6 at least, I think.
We've had an even number because arrows just had 2 blows.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this must be the sixth then.
So the 6th was just finished then.
Yep. This is the 7th. So a new one comes in again. I'm just going to attack Darrow. No. Second one I'll attack and my car. Oh, I thought I was going to get you because you were just getting the bad luck with the bites, like, and stinking it. No. Alright, you guys got off light this round.
Well, they've been getting light off light.
Well, no. We did well this round.
It's only the start of the round, that was their attacks.
I can't hit either. But from my point of view, it's probably best that they miss me and I miss them.
One attack of the round.
Do I have any darts left? That are, like I haven't. So.
I don't know. Depend. How many did you have?
It should have been in. I'm so sorry. I'm so useless. It should
No,
be in my sheet.
let's say you've not got any left unless you pick up the 4 you threw. Because we've not been keeping track of your sheets, so we don't want to be too lenient. So let's say you need to pick them up before you've got any more. Oh! Everybody, look what Peter's rolling in the chat.
Oh.
I can't see, guys. I'm so behind.
He's rolled.
Oh no, I feel so left out.
He's rolled the critical hit, and then, as we discussed, he's rolled the 4 that he needs on the 1d4 to make it triple damage.
No, he's trying to outdo me.
I think he's going to. Right, Peter. Oh, he's not done. He's not done.
The critical of 15 damage.
Right. Okay. So let's give him credit when it's due. It's enough. Like he still splatters the giant beetle.
It was
in
a
one.
precisely placed blow which cleanly cleaves it in two.
Yeah.
None of this needless splatter.
It was. That's what it was. It was so fast. The friction from the axe going through it cauterized the wound. That's what it was. That's what it was. There you go, Peter. It was super good. Like 15 damage is still more than enough to splatter it. But yeah, you've like sliced through it so cleanly that it just goes and flops in half, perfect, like that guy that did it with a cow and made that an art exhibition. That dude, like that, I cleaned down the half. You know, you see, like better examples when you see half an animal in the butcher's, you've just gone total clean. Charlemagne, standing guard.
Yeah.
Slinky Nook.
Yeah, little beetle. Or big beetle.
I think your damage range on that rolled arrow is about 5 to about 48 or something, isn't it? Sorry, 15 to 48. Something like that, and you rolled 15.
Hallelujah. Finally hit it.
Ooh. And that's some serious damage. Now, is that
That's max damage.
this one?
Yep, the one that got hit for 10 points before.
Oh, it's well and truly splattered as well. I'll move it out of the way. Sorry, that wrong one. Okay. So there's 2 left only. Eleonora. She's still behind. She can't get into attack.
One further back.
Sorry?
Is that the dead one further back then, or?
No, there's 2 live ones, and that's it.
What's this over here?
Where? Oh yeah, there is still one. Sorry, I forgot about him.
That's found something else to eat over there.
Yeah, I forgot about him.
Hold on, we've still got only one in at the moment. You should have moved that other one up because it's not its initiative.
No, it was. Oh, that's right. It's in this square. You're right. You're right.
I killed one.
Yeah. Well done, keeping me right. There's one in this square and one in the square behind. And there's this one that I forgot about behind. Eleanor, not doing anything again.
No.
And Cornaith. Kiara.
Left.
Cornaith, waiting there.
I think someone would need to roll initiative for another weapon because I don't think I'd be down there to grab my backup.
Okay.
Good. You could throw a dagger, I assume.
I quite like my daggers though, and I like my luck and the throws. Like I would lose.
Okay, so Arrow doesn't have a second attack this round, but
No.
Sneaky Nook was.
Wait, because Kara, do you want to do something this round? Because your initiative's really low anyway,
Uh,
so I wouldn't need you to have rolled something else.
Nah, that's okay. That's fine.
Okay. Barrow
Oh,
doesn't have the second attack this round. Sneaky Nook always does.
And there's still one alive there.
Yes. Sorry, one. I moved the other one in by mistake.
In that case, I will attempt to reduce it to 0.
You can
I'll
tell I've
probably
had 2
manage
weeks
it.
off.
Nope, missed.
No. Right, so that's the end of the round. I think it was round 7, but...
Right.
Anybody need to change initiatives then? So, Kiara, do you want to... Tammy, do you want to have Kiara's initiative changed for a different weapon then?
Yeah, for my dagger.
Okay.
Right, I shall do that. The +1 dagger, I assume.
Yeah.
There you go. A slightly better roll.
Anybody else?
So I don't think I didn't click on.
I think it's a 2-blow round I have this.
Yeah, it's for you.
So yeah, I think I didn't click on. No, I didn't click on Kiara's token before rolling that.
Alright, so I need to change her to 7.
Yeah, and remove the superfluous ones.
Okay. So,
Oh,
the one that I forgot about and the one that was
sorry.
behind both move in. This round.
I've just worked out the whole time about the turn order and the rules that we get for it. Like I've kind of understood it, but it's just clicked now.
What's just clicked?
Realised how the turn order works now. I've just worked out how the turn order works,
Well,
like how the rolls work with what we. Yeah.
Alright,
I'm
right.
sorry, that's like a big thing for me.
Nah, it's okay,
I've
it's okay.
Just, like a little penny, and oh my god, I've done it.
Right, okay, so I'll start with the one attacking Darrow. There's 3 of them again, and they're going to attack the 3 of you. First one's going to attack Darrow. No? That's not, is it?
No?
You've got really good armor class. The next one, that hits you. Oh, get ready, get ready.
Oh no.
Oh. What does that do to you? Oh.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Ow, 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 ow. I demand Karran's in a bad way. What are you on, 2?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And the third one
That's
is
the 2 hit points I got earlier, so they've come in useful.
the third. Oh yeah, you got 2 more hit points. They've kept you alive. Your level up. And the third one attacks Ninkaruk.
And hits.
That's a hit.
That's
Oof.
a hit.
You 2 are getting punished today.
11.
Oh!
Sheesh.
It's 2d6, mate.
Come in.
It's just as well I had that healing potion.
Aye, it's 2d6. I rolled a 5 and a 6.
Ouch.
Ouch, ouch, ouch. What are you on? 7.
7.
Ooh, you boys. But that's it for the Beatles.
Sorry.
Ne-
Right, I get my return blow.
Yep,
Come on, let's make it count.
I think you need to.
Oh, close.
Very close. Darrow, you've got 2 this round, eh?
Yeah, I'm going to hit the one that attacked Hand of a Car.
Okay. This one.
Oh dear.
Or not, as the case may be.
$12 is... Oh, it's not minimum damage. It's because you're rolling 2 dice. No? Oh, no, that's... Yeah, it's a critical miss. Sorry, I thought you were doing damage, yeah. And you've rolled a 4. Okay, so you lose this attack the other one in this round, and the next one. Bear? Anything? No? No. Sneaky Nook.
Right, I'm going to try and kill the one in front of Andamakar. I don't think he can take another one. I don't think I can take another one, but he looks worse than I do.
He does, like.
Are you able to step inside?
Sneaky Nook, do you have tumbling?
No.
No.
Why would I have tumbling?
The thing is, well, Dan was asking the question. There probably would be some way for him to do it, but he's made an attack now and hit anyway. So you want to hit this front one?
I'm hitting the one in front of Andamakar.
Yeah, okay. Let me see the damage roll.
7 damage.
This one's still going from that. Eleonora.
Well, I have another attempt.
Darrow doesn't.
Would Eleonora care to kind of touch me gently on the shoulder and go, heal?
Yeah, right. And let's say for the sake of keeping the gameplay rolling as well, let's not have her roll another initiative for that. She's been standing there preparing whatever she needs to prepare. You can roll a healing spell for Eleonora on Slinky Nook.
Has she got any left though?
Oh, has she got any left though? That's a question.
I don't know, has she? I thought that's the reason she was coming round behind me.
No, she was there.
I definitely remember she did.
She's got a sword out.
Oh, I see. She's waiting for me to fall over so she can
step over,
strike
yeah.
up my dead
Need
body.
to make room for her.
How?
Step back.
Yeah.
No, well, can't you do one square round? Anyway,
Yes, but that would mean I couldn't kill this one in front of Andamakar.
Off today.
Yeah, I think she might be out of spells anyway.
She's got cast today ticked on everything on the character sheet.
Yeah.
So she's out of spells, fine.
Cornaith?
I'm still going to try. Well, Darrow seems to have fumbled his axe, so Cornaith's going to try hurling his dagger this round.
Yeah. Might be time.
I did say he was holding back until it looked like he was needed.
Yeah, okay.
Throwing knife. Dumpty.
No.
Nope.
Darrow doesn't have that attack. Sneaky Nook's second attack.
He does get a second throwing knife this round, so that'll go at the end of the round.
Yep.
Right, Sneaky Nook. Get back to Sneaky Nook sheet. Dink. Rolls with a longsword. Submit. Oh, yes, hit with a longsword as well.
Ooh.
A good round. As long as I'm not hitting the one that's attacking me, I do quite well.
Yeah, you might just save Andamakar here. Oh.
Another 4 damage, so that's 11 total.
Because Hanks, you rolled a critical hit, and you didn't roll the other dice.
Oh, right, that's a critical, of course, my apologies.
Roll a 1d4 first.
D4. Oh,
Okay.
1.
So it's 8 damage.
8 damage, so that's a total of 15 damage on it.
Yep, Mike's got 1 hit point left.
Yeah.
I hate to tell you.
Come on, Cornaith, hit it with a knife.
Oh, I hate to tell you. It's their turn to go, right? So I'll go in the same order. Cornaith has a second knife. Yeah.
Knife, yep.
You're correct.
Come on, let's see if we can get that last hit point away from it.
Let's get that little bit of luck, guys. You need it.
Well, his Thacker 19.
Surely.
Basically, he needs a 15. So he's only got a 25% chance of doing it.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
Bounces off and goes ricocheting.
Yeah.
That's one more than a fumble, that is.
Hits the wall, yeah.
Well, it
Oh,
bounces off the floor and misses it entirely.
Excuse me.
Sorry,
Well, at least he tried.
Blackened a bit of the map. There you are.
Sorry about that.
Oh, I'm seeing.
So, in another round,
My vision's going black.
I wish you all good luck here. Your vision's going black. Yeah. So the first one is going to attack Darrow. You've just had terrible luck because these things have got a Thaco 19. Second one is attacking you.
Oh,
You have got some
just
terrible
hits.
luck. It's time to be unconscious because 8 damage.
Oh.
And the third one will attack Sninkinuk. Misses. So, Anna McCarr, you are on -6 hit points, so you are unconscious. Not only unconscious, you are bleeding out and losing 1 hit point per round. So, just on that initiative that you're on 7, every time we get back to there, you're going to lose 1 hit point. What's your constitution?
Hang on, let me look. It's not great. It's 12.
So, if you get to -12 hit points, you're dead.
So do I lose one this round or next round?
No. You're at -6 now. And when we get to here in the initiative,
Right.
to your turn on the next initiative, you lose 1. So we don't go on this one. You don't lose 1 now. You lose 1 when we get back to you.
Darrow can't hit. Can he step and stand over Anna McCarr's body?
To heal him, you mean?
No, stand over it.
Or to stand over it to defend him?
Protect him. To protect him, yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay, we've got to think about this. We've got to slow down and think about this because he's trying to get past these beetles. So, are you want to give 3 of them an attack of opportunity on you?
3 of them. One's facing Anna McCarr, one's facing me.
Yes, but 3 of them are all in the same square and he wants to cross that square.
Just tread on them as you go, Darrow. He should get an attack of opportunity on them as he treads on them.
I was thinking about. I'm thinking about they're 3 feet. They're not. He's a dwarf. He's 4 foot tall. These things are like 3 feet in length, so they're probably 1.5 feet tall. So it's not a case he's treading on them. They're not like ladybugs. Do you know what I mean? I would say there's going to be
two of them might get an attack on him, but I wouldn't think the one facing me would.
But right. Now, I want to know how you feel about it. There's 3 of them in the square. He wants to cross the square. Rules as I play it, as we have played it for attacks of opportunity. Don't all 3 of them get an attack of opportunity? Peter, we've played 30 and a half sessions now.
I thought it was a diagonal step. So a diagonal step is to an adjoining square.
But you're going through this square. So that rules is written. That's an attack of opportunity from whoever is in this square. In fact, you can't go through it if somebody's of normal height. Because you're over the step, because you're on the steps, I'll tell you what, right? Make a jump over. Let's see if you can jump over. I'd say if you jump over because of the height difference between you and them, there's no attack of opportunity. If you want to walk through that square to get to him, it's 3 attacks of opportunity. So a dex check. Give me a dex check. If you land that, yes. If not, yeah, there you go. Okay, you can make it there without the attacks of opportunity. I'm giving you that only because of the height difference and because you've got the start from halfway up the stairs, okay?
Yeah.
Do you want to jump to there in front of him?
Yeah.
Okay. Charlemagne now has space, Tammy. Do you want Charlemagne to move in? You need to take a break after this round.
Not to block. I don't want to block anybody in. Or block anybody out, but
There's a spare space now.
Yeah, Darrow's moved out to make space, so he could actually get into attack now if he wanted.
big. Okay. Yeah.
So
I'll move him. Someone else has moved him.
I've moved him, yeah. Trevor, you want to roll for him?
right, let's find the where's the character sheet? There we go.
Your life in his hands, or paws.
Yeah. So we'll start with a paw.
Miss.
It's the miss. Another paw.
Come on, Charles.
Oh.
No more attacks for you, Sunshine.
Oh, no.
He's getting rusty. Getting rusty standing watching, eh?
Been so many fumbles in this
Yeah,
combat.
Slipped on the steps.
And criticals. The dice have been really high and low.
I would imagine they're like quick and like I imagine them with being like hard, shiny like armor, like there would be lots of fumbles. I think, and it's dark.
Dare I say it?
Like,
The only thing we haven't had.
prancing.
The only thing we haven't had is you guys being critted by them. Dare I say it? I'm touching wood so it doesn't happen, but.
Oh, you did say. Oh,
Snake, it's your
no.
turn.
Sorry, is this my first attack this round?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, let's try and kill this one in front of Andamakar.
In front of Darren now.
In front of Darrow now, yeah.
Nevertheless, if Darrow goes down, Andamakar gets it.
I'm sure you're not more likely to go down than Darrow.
Oh,
Oh, yes.
what are we talking about? Crits? What are we saying about crits?
Oh,
We went
dear,
straight
oh,
from a
dear.
fumble to a crit.
No.
Double
no.
damage.
This is the one that only had a hit point anyway.
I was
One
just
hit
about to say,
point.
let me tell you, this is the one with 1 hit point.
Takes 18 points of damage.
So, right, okay. How do you want
It's
to do
taken
this?
33 points.
In the famous words of someone else, how do we want to do this?
You've got something on the end of your rapier stick.
Oh
Yes,
god, I'd kind of lift my rapier up and shake the beetle off it.
Yes, I think you put it right through its whatever.
It's got a new hand. What's the thing you call that goes over the hand? The guard for your hand? It's got a new one of them that's beetle shaped.
I'm not trying to skewer
In
it for a
fact,
barbecue, you
Because
know.
the size that you've not got the whole thing. What you've now got for you. What's the word for this thing? I know it's round and like almost spherical on a rapier. What's the name of it?
Page guard.
The guard.
You've now got a giant beetle's head for one of them, an extra one of them over it. Nice. Eleonora.
Eleanor can't get in.
No.
Okay. After this round, we need to take our break. Cornaith.
He only had 2 throwing knives from memory.
Darrow. Second attack? Or no? No, you jumped.
No, I'm missing my attacks
Yep.
this round.
Sninkinook second attack.
Right, I'll go for the one in front of me.
Sure. No.
Nope.
Right, it's the end of the round, and it is our half-time break. We're a few minutes late for it, so I'll jump out of Discord, and I need to actually run to the shop, so I'll be back in 5 minutes, alright?
And
Right.
we can go
Should go on your sword.
do bed.
Cool. Bye.
Okay, guys. Catch you on the other side of 5 minutes. Hi, guys. Everyone back, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, indeed.
Nice. So,
Go
yeah,
outside.
before we crack back into the action tonight, guys, while we're still kind of technically on a break, I'm only taking a pause break on my stream tonight, and I'm going to play Holdfast after this. So if we can have our usual chat about the game afterwards, just by text in the Burning Staff channel on Discord, because I'll be busy in voice after. So if you don't mind, I'm just telling you so that you don't feel like I'm being rude by not hanging out and chatting.
You're politely telling us to get the fuck out.
No. I'm just saying that after the game, when we normally hang out and chat in voice, I won't be this week, and I just want to tell you my reasoning, so you don't feel like it's just because I'm being rude or can't be bothered. I'm doing something else, and the stream will continue with just a 5-minute pause. So,
Gotcha.
so we'll catch up another time in a voice call, or we'll do it by text. We'll do it by the text in chat.
Okay.
Everyone bathroomed and snacked and everything.
Yeah, the one thing is we forgot to remove the beetle that was killed this turn.
Yeah, this one. You're right. The one that had 1 hit point.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's so hard to grab them. Keep moving the wrong one. Here we go. So we're ready to get cracking again. It is the turn of the Beatles because it's the start of the round, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
You guys need some
Right,
good luck Guys, so the top one is attacking Darrow. Darrow's had loads of luck with it. Darrow's not had a problem.
Darrow's in considerably better armour.
Yeah.
Need to find the right thing here. There it is. And Darrow's the tank. Ooh, does that even get you, Darrow? No.
No.
Darrow the mighty. So the second one is an attack on Sneaky Nook. And it misses. Okay, you got your luck this time, guys. You got let away with it this round. Andy McCarr, Trevor. Oh no, you lose a hit point. You go to -7, sunshine. Oh. Darrow.
Darrow will hit the one that's attacking Sneaky Nook.
And you only have one attack this round.
Hmm?
You only have one attack this round.
So if I fumbled last round,
Yeah.
it gets reset.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. That's better.
Ooh, much better. So it's the top one or the bottom one?
One that's attacking Sneaky Nook.
Oh, okay. The bottom one. Let me tell you, it had 7. Another one bites the dust. You guys might just pull through it. Charlemagne the Bear has a chance to get in. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't, because he fumbled last round. Didn't he?
Yeah.
He did.
But he lost. Oh wait, yeah, he lost his chance.
Nah, in my rules you lose 2. You lose that attack, that attack, and any other attacks that round, and then you lose the next round as well.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Sneaky Nook. Mister, I've only got 7 hit points. What's he going to do?
I'm going to go try and kill this last one that's attacking Darrow.
Good luck.
Dum-de-dum.
Is that his battle cry? Because you
Oh,
get it all the time.
no!
Critical miss, mate. It's a critical miss. Roll 1 to
It's
10.
one of those days.
Sure is.
Oh, no. That's a real critical miss.
Right.
Oh, no, I just roll a d10, don't I?
You roll D10, yeah. Oh, you're lucky.
Ooh,
Oh, you are lucky. That's your best weapon. I didn't feel bad about you losing a +1 short bow when you've got about 12 +1 weapons in the party. But imagine I had to fucking destroy your +4 rapier, mate. You were just one.
Yeah, well, I had 3 fumbles, if you remember. It was 2 fumbles and a critical fumble.
It was.
I've only had 1 fumble so far.
Yeah. So you lose your attacks with both your weapons this round and next.
Yep.
You
Sorry,
silly,
Darrow.
you silly gnome. Eleonora.
This floor is getting very slippery.
It's got some gnome in between her and everything else.
Yep. Cornaith. No knives left.
Well, he's waiting for everything to finish so he can go and pick his throwing knives up.
Darrow, you don't have 2 attacks this round. Slinky Nook, you don't have another attack this round.
Nope.
We go to anybody that held
Can
their
I
action.
can I step back out of the doorway?
Yeah,
Wait a minute, we don't. Yeah, Kiara's disappeared from the initiative. What was Kiara doing? She had an initiative on 7, didn't she, for her dagger?
Yeah.
Where did that go?
I think it was because it wasn't like rolled on my token,
Okay.
and you had changed it. So I think that's why.
So did you do anything that round when we've missed you?
Can I like move in round the other side of the bear? Cause he's fucking this up.
Yeah,
And
in
if
there.
they're coming to yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. Okay, so another round then. So you want to stay ready with the dagger then, Kiara? All right.
Yeah, please.
So we've got fumbles and people missing attacks this round. So the last beetle.
Arrow gets an attack.
Well, we've got the last beetle first. Now, fortunately, it's going to try to attack Darrow. You've got the best armor class and you seem to have had the best luck as well. So fortunately this thing's attacking you. There's only so much it can do to you. It misses anyway. Adam McCarr, lose a hit point. -8.
Ow.
Kiara,
Well,
your
you got
turn.
till 16.
No, he's got till -12. He's got 4.
-12. Oh my god.
He's got 3 rounds left. 4 rounds left. He's dead.
Can I get in under their head and attack that beetle?
You want to throw a dagger at the beetle? You could.
No.
Otherwise,
can
nah.
I not look? He's like. I've got tumble in.
You want to jump over? But the thing is, nah.
Under the bear.
Right. Okay. So let's
Yeah,
think
I wanna
about this.
go
You
under
want
the
to?
bear's head. Like, look where his feet would be on the stairs to where his head
Okay.
would be.
Yeah. So it would come under tumbling. It wouldn't be a.
duck
Yeah.
under.
Yeah. So it wouldn't be tumbling. It'd be
Yeah.
more of like a sliding move. Slide and drop down
Yeah,
here,
Okay.
and then like. So you want to make a tumbling attempt, but where you want? Where are you going to land? You're only.
He would know I was.
You don't-
Just can I not just roll to see if I do land? And if I do hit it. And if I
Nah,
do-
I'm looking at your angle, right? I'm looking at your angle. The only squares that are available are taken up by the beetle or Darrow. And you can't land in the same square as somebody.
Okay.
So, nah, I'm
Could I duck under and stab it?
no, because it takes up the square that's in front of you. You can't get past the bear. You can hold your action and then let the bear move, I suppose, because you control the bear.
Okay.
But the bear's got 3 attacks this round if you
Yeah.
let it.
Did the bear fumble? Which round did the bear fumble?
It's 2 rounds ago. 'Cause yeah, it's two rounds ago.
Yep.
I think.
Yeah,
Well-
I'll hold.
Okay. Darrow. I'm looking at the thing's hit points because I want to know like how. What do we need here? What do we need?
Come on, Darrow. You
Come
can
on,
do it.
Darrow.
Or not. Come on, Charlemagne. You can do it.
I'm so sorry. He is gonna. Oh, did you roll for him?
Yep. I've got his sheet here. Righto. A paw.
Oh yeah, Darrow missed. Wow. Sorry, I totally
Yeah.
missed. I totally
Oh.
missed the fact that Darrow had missed.
That's more like it.
That's more like it. Yes, those claws of that paw get into the shell of that, and pinprick it.
Scratch it slightly.
Yeah. Give it a wee pinprick, a wee poke.
Maybe it's distracts it.
Gets it with the other side though. Oh, and gets a bit more. Oh, and I'll let you know it had 3. You needed the 3, so
Hooray for Charlemagne.
hooray for Charlemagne this time.
At
So-
last.
At last,
So presumably Eleonora can now come over with a healing potion or whatever she can do
I'm
for it.
looking at Darrow's character sheet to see if he's got a spell left.
Well, you better think fast, because in 4 rounds, Adamankar is dead. I know you have healing potions,
I'm
son.
looking at his character sheet to see if he's got a spell left. He'll know if he has a spell left. And the answer is he has 2 spells left. Now, what the rule is that any cure puts someone on 0. Is that your system?
No, you can't. No, you don't. No. You don't put him over 0. So you have to get him up to 0. So say he's on -1 and you roll 9, he goes to 0, and then he needs another one. That's the rule.
But if he's on -9 and you roll 1, he's up to -8.
He's still going to need another one. Yeah. Yeah, it's the other way round.
Guys, why did I never think to get
So has
spell?
Pardon, Tammy?
What spell?
This is why. Yeah, why have I never thought to memorize or copy some kind of healing
There's none.
spell?
Mages don't have healing
They're not.
spells.
Yeah,
No,
there's
mages
none.
don't have healing spells.
I did think, why were we relying on? Had I not thought
That's
of
the thing. The
that
bard
before?
is the bard is the jack of almost all trades. The clerical magic being the one that you're not.
Yeah, so Darrow seems to have some cures left,
It's lucky.
and
You've got limited rounds to do it in.
did Adam McCarr have a visible potion on him, or has Eleonora been given a potion?
Is Darrow going to cast a healing on him to stop him bleeding out, or not?
It's not. We're still at the end of the previous round.
Eleonora's got an action.
Eleonora still has an action.
Eleanor's
And Darrow-
next that could do
She
anything
must-
with it, yeah.
Doesn't she have a healing potion?
And what I'm trying to do, it's not written on her character sheet that she's got a healing potion.
Well, Sneaky Nook never bought her one.
Did did Andrew McCarr have a visible healing potion on him?
It wouldn't be visible, it would be in a pack or something, wouldn't it?
Just
We
trying
all
to see.
know that I've got.
Unless there
Yeah.
was one that
Kiara
unless there
does.
was one that was a party one, no, he hasn't got a healing potion.
Well, Kiara does.
So in this case,
Yeah.
Oh, and Kiara was holding her action, so if she wanted to,
Yes.
she could come down with a healing potion.
So she could
Oh.
do it. She could
I
do
can
it.
get in now as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, she was holding her action, but the combat's over, so she could do it now. Because it's been her turn this round, but she held her action, so she could do it. She could be the first person to do it. She could get in now, straight away.
before he does any more bleeding.
Yes.
I'll happily reimburse you for the cost of a potion.
You can't say that. You're bleeding out unconscious.
Of everyone.
Right.
yeah.
So you need to I guess, because you're not in combat. Even though we are going in order because he's bleeding out, you're not in combat. The bear can move out the way. Darrow steps out the way. You can get in there, and you just drop a potion down his throat while he's unconscious. Yeah.
Mhm.
So somebody take.
Yeah.
Sorry, somebody take a potion off her sheet and
No.
somebody roll the hit points for it. What are you going to say, Tammy? Sorry.
It's alright. It wasn't important. Sorry.
So she had 5 healing potions. I'll change that to 4.
Yep.
Right. Okay, that's done.
Or are you rolling your own life or death heals here? Are you?
I can, if you like. What does this one do? What do these do?
I think you've got a bunch of 1d8s, don't you, Tammy? That was the
yeah.
standard. That's when you bought a bunch of them. I believe that's what they were.
Yeah, I did. I had, was it 10 or 12 that I bought, and then last week I was so in character that that plague thing had.
You just
knackered
ran
me
away and
out,
drank them, yeah.
Yeah. But I think I had handed them out at the end of last week too. So I think 4 came off them. So there's definitely either 6 or.
Yeah, but they're potions of 1d8 healing, aren't they?
Oh, is that what you are?
The effects, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I shall roll,
You're gonna need.
and I shall hope for an 8.
Yeah, you're gonna. Oh. So you're on -1, so you are still bleeding out, and on your turn, will still lose 1 hit point. So somebody has to do something else. So it's now Stinky Nook's turn. Well, yeah, because it was Charlemagne. It's now Stinky Nook. That was Kiara because she had held.
I'll clean off my swords and sheathe them.
You're clearing off your swords and sheathing them.
Well, yes, at the moment I've got a sword in each hand. If I'm going to do anything, I've
Yep.
either got to drop them and do something, or...
So Eleonora, she doesn't have any spells or any healing potions left. Correct?
He doesn't seem to have had any healing potions in the first.
No, I don't think they were given to her when we were distributing them throughout the party because, she has the spells.
And he didn't seem to have any spells left.
Okay. Cornaith, I doubt he'll be doing... Well, I suppose he might go down and pick up his knives.
He'll go down and pick his knives up and clean them off,
Okay.
yes.
Darrow, no. Yeah, no, that would have been a second attack, and we're not fighting, so you don't have a second action. Slinky Nook, you don't either. So,
Nope.
we're still in turn order, but just for the purposes of when somebody heals him or when he loses a hit point. So, I'll take these out. You lose one now, you go down to -2.
Mm-hmm.
Kiara, you going to do anything about it?
Nice. Yeah, I'm going to pour another one.
Okay. So Trevor, you want at least a 2 to be not bleeding out anymore. 2 or more put you at 0.
Right, here we go. Six.
There we go. So you're
Back
at
up to what? 0?
0.
That feels slightly better.
But that
Thank
doesn't.
you.
Does he still lose one next round, or is that?
No,
Does he heal
that means
enough
he's
now?
no longer bleeding out. He's still unconscious,
Okay.
and he would need
But he's
like
not-
he'll need another healing to
Yeah.
heal magically, or he would need to just
Who
rest.
goes next? Thought that is a brilliant roll.
So Darrow's casting a heal spell on him next.
Yeah, so that was 3 then.
So he's now conscious. He survived. That's not the first time you've been dying, right?
Oh, it's the first time he's been negative.
Oh, is it?
I think so.
Oh, well.
Yes, he was on 0 one time with those
Oh, yeah.
zombies.
Welcome to the club.
Back in the day when Darrow first started adventuring, the party would take turns on who was pouring a potion down whose throat.
Really, what it was like, and that's me as a generous DM with this edition we play. I give you a full hit dice, extra hit points, and that. That negative hit points is a generous DM as well. You don't have to have that.
That was
Is
the
that
great
because you
Giant
know-
Beetles.
Yep, giant insects. Rules is written, you're dead at 0. But nobody really plays rules as written, eh?
Yeah, so we've been given.
Except there's
I
a death
don't
force
think
spell.
the game would have lasted beyond its first session if we do it.
I learned very early on, like, in playing this edition of Dungeons and Dragons, that, you know, a mage, if they don't have a con bonus, they'll get 1d4 hit points. Like, if they trip over and sprain their ankle, they're dead, eh? That's no good. It's no good, like. I did have a level 1 mage that only had a handful of hit points fall off like a 6-foot drop and almost die. You know, like stumble and fall on 6 feet, and that was almost career over first session. Like, I was like, oh no. Level 1s need to have a few more hit points.
Yeah, when you have a first level mage, you can be killed by a kitten.
Pretty much, yeah. A good scratch to the eyeball, and now it's got you, like. That's what 1 hit point is, isn't it? Standing on a really sharp rock, and it cuts your foot. It's 1 hit point.
Well, at least we're okay for rations now.
Well, because you can eat giant beetles. You love giant beetles, Sneaky Nook.
It's proper food.
Okay, so let me know, for the sake of the actual visuals, how it's going to look. Because these red X's will make nice blood anyway. I'm going to put them back. So we're not moving around them anymore. Put them back on the thing. Just so we can visualise the big splatter of blood and beetle and gore that's there.
And a macaw.
Mm-hmm.
There's 1 hit point.
1 more. Well, it could make all the difference. Thank you.
And could do.
You
There's 1 hit point. Everybody gets a hit point.
know, and that is so else.
So you are all out of healing magic, guys.
Can we go home now?
And Cornaith's out of magic.
afraid my vote is that we go back.
Yeah,
I
think we
say,
did
yeah,
not bother. We exploring the rest of the area in the hope of finding this withered spell book.
Do we, or do we like strap Adamankar onto the back of Charlemagne, get him the fuck out of here? Like,
Forrest Gump it out of here.
Yeah, like guys, like I'm still blistering and stinking, and
Yep.
I'm
Perhaps
surprised I survived or hit anything that round because I'm minging.
Yeah, so
Perhaps we should
we,
check those rooms, just in case there's anything valuable. I suspect there's not.
These ones, you mean?
Certainly do that. Does somebody want to start piling yet more stone on top of that trapdoor?
Oh yeah, good idea.
I mean, they may well have another escape route, but if we're going and coming back again, I'd feel happier
I
if there
very
was.
briefly forgot about it.
So you're going to put more rocks on the trapdoor?
Yep.
There's plenty around. It's not a problem.
we do not explore that remaining area. We did not explore down the trapdoor. We did not explore up the stairs.
No.
But we will check the room that the beetles came from to see if there's anything worth taking there.
Okay.
Yeah.
There might be a couple of bodies in magical leather armour, he said, hopefully.
So who's going to look?
I think I'd better venture down carefully to see if there's any mummy beetles there guarding a nest or something.
Okay. Nice. Well, okay.
Eleanor's in reasonable health, isn't she?
Yes.
There's no suspense here. There's nothing. You find is a pile of boxes and a couple of barrels and some crates.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have
Presumably nibbled by beetles.
Yep. You find food supplies, material supplies like fabric, rope, wood, metals, nails, tools, that kind of stuff. Nothing more exciting than that. Enough value if you sold it all, because it's tools, it's things like that. So enough value if you sold a lot of it, but not. Do you know what I mean? Not worth carrying, not allowed to sell it.
I think any of us are in any real fit state to carry it out. Cornet's feeling drained and vulnerable.
Yep.
I'm feeling kind of weak and wobbly.
Yep.
And Macar's feeling very weak and wobbly.
Darrow could carry some stuff, but
I knew he was going to say that.
By himself at the moment.
We've got some stuff with us anyway, haven't we? Some money and things.
Darrow's like, look at these perfectly good pickaxes. You're going to walk away from these. These are good pickaxes.
Well, they're not proper pickaxes. They're not gnomish make.
I mean, feel free to have a look and have a root around Darrow. I know you like to get as much loot as you can, even if it's goblin arms and legs.
and then we head out. Do we have 2 prisoners still?
You do? You've got 2 men tied up, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we left them.
In fact, they're still on this level. They're here.
Over.
Yeah.
You tied them up
Did
here.
we just kill them? Did we just kill them?
No, we take them back to Troy.
We put packs on them and get them to carry the stuff for us.
Get them carrying pickaxes and hammers. It's been a few weeks. What's the name of the sheriff of this town?
Oh,
You have it on your database now.
I'm looking right now.
Yeah.
I'm looking right now. So it's the town of Asanda. The mayor was Rewalt Ilith, and the sheriff was Bert Ercourt. Him. That's the one.
So we head back to see Sheriff Aircourt.
Yep. Well, he's the one that you discussed. He gave you the full license to go in and clear out whatever monstrous evil was going on in here. He gave you, like, police license, government license, whatever they call it.
I mean, our 2 prisoners can corroborate our story, can't they?
I'm sure you can.
Sufficient for persuasion is applied, yes.
So do you want me to change maps? Are you getting out of here? There's no need for me to have this initiative up. There's no need for us to stick around.
Yeah.
I'm sure the prisoners will be only too happy to say that their former master was the cause of all this unpleasantness.
Yeah.
It was all his fault. Nasty necromancer.
Actually. So, I've copied the 2 prisoners. I don't need to do anything outside here. We can. Do you want to just? Are you going straight back to the town?
Stagger back, yes.
I think that's the best bet.
The question is, are you going back here to Mamor? Because remember, there was the mining town with the 3 mines. Or are you going straight back to the main city where the mayor is?
I think go back to the main city because we've got to take them back to the sheriff.
Okay. Well, you get there without incident anyway.
That's a relief.
I'm just dropping these 2 on the map so I can remember that you've got 2 prisoners. I've got you guys on the right map? Yep, I have. Okay. So you're heading into town.
Yeah.
Right, guys, I know it's been a while. We've spent about 3 sessions on one day. So what day are we on? And what time of day is it?
1 second. It's 42 days to court at the moment.
Yep.
And it must be getting on for evening.
It's getting on for evening. Thank you, David. That's some nice timekeeping.
Because it's the day before what's her name is going off with her wagon train, isn't it?
You leave tomorrow, yes.
Yeah, we had 1 day.
We head over to the guards, King's Guard.
Yep.
With King to be over there.
Kingsguard being the name for the law, the law in the government's law in this land, in this country, the Silver Isles. The sheriff of this town of Sanda being named Bert Ercourt. So you're reporting to him at the office, yeah? So someone will let you in, like before. You're welcomed into his office. Remember, you're known to this agency now, and this is to the government law agency. You're known to them now, and you've done a couple of things now where you've been favoured from them. So you're going to be welcomed in with open arms and with smiles, but still with a business-like manner. So he's going to be like, "Oh, okay, so," and you're dragging in these prisoners straight into the office with you.
Yeah, unless the guards take them off us.
Well, I'd suggest
no. As you go in,
we ask the guards in the outer office to hold them while we go in and talk to the sheriff, because we may want to say stuff to him that these 2 don't know about.
Yeah. Well, as you go in, the guards are going to let you take in these prisoners if you want. It's going to be up to you.
Well, if they can hold them in the outer office while we go in and see the sheriff, then he can decide what he wants done with them.
Is it the 6 of you going to go in? Like you're going to go in with Cornaith and with Eleanor as well?
Yes, possibly without Charlemagne.
Without Charlemagne, okay.
Why?
Is there room in the office?
He did just.
We assure him he's not an escapee from the circus.
Yeah, I mean, you're known with this bear now in the town because he's staying in the stables, has been for 3 days.
Probably lots of little schoolboys have come running to the door and say, "Oh yes, there's a bear there."
Okay, so you're guided right into.
Poke him.
You're guided through to Bert's office. The outer guards will take the 2 prisoners from you and hold them there outside for you if you wish. Bert will welcome in and say, "Right, okay." He'd seen that you've got 2 prisoners with you as you came in. He says, "Okay, so you've definitely got something to report to me, Darrow and company."
Yep, and a bag.
And a bag?
Yes.
He looks at the bag.
Head-sized bag.
So you're holding a bag up, right?
That's the bag that has got Dirtfinger's head in.
And are you opening the bag?
Yeah.
We will report that we found a necromancer who we killed, and his head's in the bag. We thought we'd best keep his head separate from the body. Necromancers have got a nasty reputation for coming back again.
Okay. Okay, so he looks at you in horror. A necromancer.
It would.
Go ahead.
I'm so sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, it would be in horror because I would be at the front screaming at him, look what he did to me, as he was showing in the bag with his head in it.
So remember, Kiara's been infected with this contagion spell.
Yeah.
Her face, her hands, her whole body is like blistering with sores, and her face is green in colour, yellow, and she's got these sores, these weeping wounds. She stinks, and you've got this head with a bag in it.
Bag with a head in it.
Sorry, bag with it. So bag with a head in it. So he looks at you, semi in disgust, but remember you guys discussed, and it was you that came up with this idea at first, and he was in horror that somebody could do this, but you kind of thought that this was what you were looking for. So he says, you were right. And he looks at you, the gnome, because it was you that suggested it. Sneaky Nook, you were right. He was using the dead miners from the accident. That's how he was mining the ore. Is that right? Is that what you're telling me? And you've
in the first mine,
yes.
But in the second mine, because he apparently bought the other two mines, the second mine we went to, he's apparently in cahoots with somebody in an evil temple down there, raising bodies from raising skeletons and zombies down there. Where they're coming from, we don't know.
But you've stopped them. You killed them, right?
We killed him, but we weren't able to get down to the evil temple and get his accomplice or whoever was down there. We were attacked by two bands of Dwerga, and fought them off, and then we were attacked by some giant beetles, and can see the various holes and blood and everything, and sadly we were unable to continue.
So you see him taking mental notes. So you've killed the necromancer, but you've not completed the full excursion to see what else is down there. You've come up injured. You're okay. And he's taking mental notes. Well, I have got extra soldiers coming down the road from, and I forget the name of the town. Bear with me a second. It's easier for me to look at. No, it's not. I forget the name of the town, okay? And it's on the map that takes a long time to load, so bear with me. I'm not going to get it just now.
Okay.
It's the next town up after. Right, okay, so if you bear with me, it's the town up after you've got here, then you've got the halfway in, then there's another town, and it just skips my memory for now. But there's more soldiers coming down from here, so he says, right, Dara, we've got, right, Stinky Nook, we've got a full excavation going down to these mines. We're getting a military operation on the go. What you have done here is amazing work, and you've got us started. I ask, will you stick around and continue and help us?
Sadly, we have an appointment with Mistress Elise to escort her wagon train on with the journey tomorrow.
I knew you were going to say this.
Of course I am!
Okay. If there's any way I can convince you, please let me know. But of course...
It's not us you have to convince, I'm afraid.
You have to convince.
Yes. Okay, so do you think perhaps if I spoke to Elise that perhaps she might stay in the town for another day?
It's possible if it was worth her while.
If I make it worth her while, okay. I mean, I've got soldiers marching down here on horses. They're going to be here this time tomorrow. And we're taking a full military operation down there. I've got all my men from the town headed up there now.
So you're going to want us to wait 2 days?
They're going to be here this time tomorrow, and we're going to go straight in.
Yes, it's the evening.
Yeah.
Attacking evil temples at night.
I mean, I can't keep you from. I know you have your own business, and if you wish to go about your own business, I'm making provisions to do whatever I can. But of course, you adventurers seem to be very powerful and very proficient, and obviously you can help us. Obviously, you would be a great help down there. He looks at you because you're a deep gnome, and this is underground stuff. And you mentioned they're in cahoots. Did you say with Durgar or with someone when you actually said? You said with Durgar, didn't you?
We were attacked by two bands of Dwerga.
Yeah.
So they're obviously in cahoots with them. And we found an access down into what we believe might be the temple area, which we've blocked. However, there's no saying whether or not they have another escape route.
And there's an area which we didn't explore. Some stairs.
Do you think perhaps we might be better with just caving in the mine than a full expedition?
Well, we could go around.
How was this mine able to function up to this point with that there?
It was functioning up till yesterday when it was bought out by this man. It was functioning as a proper mine. Remember, there was employees there. They just lost their jobs yesterday.
In which case, I think you have certain questions to ask of the previous owners, because the access to the temple isn't new.
Yeah, remember
yeah.
inside your mine it was a set of stairs going down, wasn't it? So you had your mine, level, and then you had the stairs going down. Should we remember?
Those weren't new.
Should we change maps to look at it?
Yep.
So that was the first mine. We don't need to look at that. This was the other one. So it was a mine. On the surface, it was a mine, and he had zombie miners, but there was access going down to another level, and that took you down to this level where you've just been. And this wasn't a mine. This wasn't a mine. This was just underground caverns, and then this building.
But that access has always been there.
Yeah.
And if there's Dwerga down there, then I find it impossible to believe that they didn't.
That there wasn't previous cahoots.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Yep, I'm with you. So he's taking his mental notes again. He's right. Okay. Well, they know the men that owned these mines previously, so he can do it. He's like, okay, so the man that sold this mine. Now he's going to ask you, because remember there was 3. There was 1, 2, 3 from left to right, and this is 3. But he's going to ask you which one it was, obviously, because he's going to need to arrest that man.
Yeah. So we'll explain what we found in each of the mines.
Mm-hmm.
So the first mine was the original one that he'd owned, which zombies were being raised in.
Mm-hmm.
The second one, I don't think we found anything there, did we?
No, it was empty.
It was empty. It was the third mine where this access to the down below was.
Yeah. So the first mine, it was the zombies you conclude from the accident that closed that mine in the first place.
Exactly.
But in the third mine, this is where there's zombies again.
That was.
Yep.
The third one was the one that was being guarded outside.
Yes.
Exactly. By two of the guards were the people in your office, in your outer office, who admitted they knew about the zombies being raised, and had no respect for your authority. In fact, I think they used invective when we mentioned that we had your authority.
I believe.
Fuck the sheriff.
I believe that was the man's words. Yeah.
I wasn't going to say that to the
Thank you.
sheriff.
Yeah, those were the man's exact
I'll
words.
tell him. No.
Oh, I forgot. Yes, you're a bard. You're good with languages.
So I can't do it, but the man raises an eyebrow when he hears "fuck the sheriff." He's like, "Oh, really? They said fuck the sheriff, did they? They said fuck the sheriff, right? Okay, thank you for letting me know that they said fuck the sheriff. I appreciate that." He's like, so at this point, what do you think? I mean, I'm asking you for counsel here. You're the party that's been down there. You're the scout. You're the men that have done the police work. You've taken down the evil necromancer. What do you think? Do I just close it? Do we just do we destroy the entrance to the mine? Do we cave it in?
Well, if we had another day, we could go back ourselves.
Well,
Guys,
the thing
I
is,
think we should talk about it first.
If there are Dwerga down there, caving the mine in isn't going to stop them digging away back to the surface again. Personally, the way to deal with a wound like that is to cauterize it first and then decide what to do.
Then close it.
well, we'll tell him the name of the tribe of Durga.
Do you remember?
You mentioned it, and you said it was one which Sparrow recognised.
It was the most recognisable one. It was Clan Karran-Dirr. And you know the settlement they're from. It's famed because they are the biggest known one in this continent, this country. You know, underneath it, because it's underneath it. Karran-Dirr, it's called in their language, in their Durga language, meaning dark water. A place called Dark Water. This is the Durga city where they're from. And you recognise them. You recognise the heraldry on their shield because it's a hand holding a severed dwarf head.
And how far away?
I know where that is in the map, and now I am going to have to load up this other map. So bear with me a second, or 30, or 130. This one take a wee minute to load up.
Yeah, so I'm thinking if we've got the evening to heal, we ourselves could go down.
I'll show you on the map. I'll bring you onto this map, right, as it loads up.
It's whether they can give us access to healing.
That
Well,
would
if
certainly
there,
help.
if there are temples in the town, then hopefully there is a priest there who can cure Kiara's ailment.
There'd certainly be a temple in the
Yeah,
town. It's a big town.
A Helen needs some healing.
The question is whether the priests will have spells left at this time of night or time of the evening.
Cure diseases. A town's residential clerics that work in the cleric in the town. That's the spells they're going to have memorised all day, every day, isn't it?
Yeah.
More cure disease than heal wounds, really, because they're going to cure more diseases than heal wounds in a town or city situation. So excuse us while this map loads up, folks.
I know.
So, yeah, I put that's right. I gave one of the towns up the road a bit a name, Bayheath, because it's near Bayheath. According to your knowledge of, remember, the undercontinent, this is the continent, we're talking the undercontinent. According to your knowledge, Darrow, it's somewhere near Bayheath.
I'm just let me zoom. I'm zooming out, not in. Can you mark? So it's there,
And
where?
it's in that
where
area. Yeah, so
Where at the moment?
you're there, yes. No. You are here.
We're in Asanda, aren't we? Is it?
You're
Yes.
all the way down there. And
All the way
Haybrook,
down there.
Haybrook was the
So
name
they-
of the town I couldn't remember before, so the soldiers are on their way down from Haybrook, coming to Asanda to help.
So we seem quite a long way from the home city of this tribe of Durga.
Yeah. Well, I've got it written down. It's because it is south a bit. So let me check my exact notes, right? So some way beneath, obviously, because it's underground, and around, by your reckoning, about 20 kilometres south as well. So
if
I'm sorry, Darrow. Dwerga are like drow and other vermin. They get everywhere.
so
but
some.
it's the particular tribe.
Yep, we're talking about a settlement, a city, an underground city, like a dwarven city, but Durgar, and it's famed, and your guys know about it because look where it is compared to Rockholm.
Hold on. Yeah, so it's a lot nearer Rockholm than it is here.
Yeah. So if you let me draw a little, it's something like there.
So hold on.
So let's add it in.
So let's do some distance measuring.
This map should be to scale.
Over 100 kilometers.
Yes.
So it's about 50 kilometres from Rockholm.
Yep.
Sorry, from Silverhall, which is where Rockholm is. Is that right?
No, Rockholm's at Stonehaven.
Ah, right. My apologies. It's about 50 kilometres from there as well.
So it's
What's it?
It's 130 odd kilometres. But as I say, Dwerga are like drow and other vermin. They get everywhere.
Oh, it's a bit big.
Out of play, guys, for a little bit. Why do we hate them? Just like for that reason?
Evil.
Are they like a lesser? They're just bad.
Yep, evil. Now, you need to excuse me because it takes me so long to zoom in and move around on this map because there's so many fucking things adding it. I'm going to overhaul it and take all these stupid trees that I've added off it.
I don't. Wait a minute, I literally just wrote on Twitch how I love the way that...
Oh, it's still going to be very retro and ghetto and stupid, don't worry.
DIY.
But I'm waiting so long to do anything, it's frustrating me. So this is the rough location from Darrow's knowledge of Darkwater. And a little from Stinky Nooks. Stinky Nook will have heard bits and pieces as well.
Yeah.
Darrow more so. Just give me a second, I'll move it to the map player. And we're done with that. So there you go. I've pinned it down for you. That is your best estimated location for Darkwater, right? And that's the Durgar City.
And the vermin have spread.
Yeah, they're a long way from home. Long way from home. Right, I'll jump us back maps now. Oh, just while we're on this one, before we disappear, if we can get to move nicely, I'll show people I'm experimenting with a new art style. This is a laugh, like. Here we go, real quick. Check out those trees. There you go, gang. So, I'll jump back to a normal map where we can move around. So, we're in the sheriff's office still.
Yep.
Can we stop there for 2 minutes? I'll run to the bathroom.
Certainly.
Thank you, guys. That's us 3/4 of the way through, so I've been waiting. I thought that'd be a nice point to do it, so we'll have an hour left. I'll just quickly take 2 minutes. I'll be back with you in 1 to 2 minutes. Thank you. Guys, I'm back. Thank you. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, as far as Elise is concerned, I'm sure the sheriff can come up with something.
Her name.
It might be favourable trading conditions. They might exempt her from the town tax for the next 2 years or something.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't have to spend money on her now. They can kind of give her things in the future. I mean, she trades up and down this road all the time.
Is this what I've come in the discussion on? Are you going to try and convince Elise to give you some time to try and sort this out for the guy?
Well, it's up to the sheriff to convince her, to be honest. But I'm just saying that he can come up with all sorts of things which don't necessarily cost them money at the moment. If she's given exemption from town taxes for the next 2 years or something, then that'll be worth something to her in her trading.
So what about, are any of you charismatic player characters going to try and help and get involved in the convincing, or are you just going to use your clever ideas and suggest them?
Well, we need to get Kiara. Kiara is the best person to convince her, but we need to get her healed first.
Yeah, not smelling like this.
Yes, I think once let's find the temple once we've.
Big towns, maybe several temples. You could easily find a temple, and I'd say without any difficulty you could find one where a priest at a cost will cast for you, cure disease. Probably if you drop names enough or whatever, you could probably not have to pay for it.
Yeah. Well,
certainly try.
To the sheriff that he ought to.
Darrow, aren't you famous here?
Well, we can say to the sheriff, well, yes, Darrow's famous here, and if you remember, we brought what was it we brought back for the bar?
Umber Hulk.
The Hulk head.
Oh yeah,
yes.
that's right. Yeah,
no, it was the Ankeg head.
Ankeg,
The Ankeg head. Yeah.
For a new trophy.
But that's for when he goes drinking tonight. At the present moment, if we say to the sheriff that Kiara is probably the best person to try and persuade Elise to stay, I mean, if he can offer her some considerations, possibly exemption from town taxes for the next couple of years or something, then that would probably help her. But Kiara's the best person to persuade her. But as you can see, Kiara is suffering from a disease. Can he get one of the temples to heal her? And then we'll obviously do our best to persuade Elise for him.
So if you're still there with him, he can write you up a note and give it the wax seal. So he'll get one of his assistants, bring me my pen. He'll get his feather thing, and he'll get his ink, and he's going to write up a little thing, twist it up, and he's going to put his little seal on it. He says, "Yep, take that to," and he'll tell you which temple in the town to go to. There's no need to name it, but he'll say, if you head there, you'll not need to pay for it, and we'll get you all guys healed up, and we'll get that cured for you, no problem.
Okay.
And
well, if he can have a think about what he wants to offer Elise to let us to stay for another day or so, we will get Kiara healed up, and then we'll go and talk to her. Is that all right?
Yeah. So I'll be having words with the mayor, because we're gonna maybe work out something on a town level, on a government level for her, something with taxes, something like that, like you say. So. And I'd suggest you send a couple of your guards to go and arrest the previous owner.
Yeah. For questioning.
Yep. So I've got guards on the way to do that, and I've got guards to guard the entrance of that mine as well, while we get these plans in order. Thank you. Okay. So yeah, go speak to Elise. I'll go speak to the mayor. Okay. Tell Elise you will be absolutely monetarily compensated. Something like tax exemption for perhaps for a long time. Let's just see if you can get her in here to talk with me and the mayor. So if you get her to come here, we can sort that out here.
Well, the first thing is we need to get Kiara to the temple safely. We don't want little boys throwing things at her, because she's obviously unclean.
You're gonna put a hood up or anything, Kiara?
Shame. I definitely am.
Covering her hands, put the hands in the pockets and stuff.
Pulled up over my head, tucked in, walking beside my bear.
Yeah. Well, because of your future trade, doesn't it? Arms for next slipper. Arms for next slipper.
I was going to say you get a few funny looks, but you already get a few funny looks because you're walking with a bear anyway. So, but you're known. You are known here.
Kind of funny looks I like this time. Yeah.
No, you're known here as heroes, but the looks are a little bit different this time when they see you kind of hide in your face and yeah. Definitely. Do you guys remember which tavern she was staying at? Which inn she was staying at?
Do you want to put us on the town map?
Are you not on it?
No, we're seeing the big island because you've just been showing us Darkwater.
Sorry.
Spits on the floor.
That's you're estimated from mostly Darrow's lore knowledge of where it would be.
The perfume satyr.
The perfume satyr, is that where she is?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So you want to go speak to Elise?
No, first of all we're going to the temple.
Well, that's right. Okay, so you go to the temple. Let's now. We do actually. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, could we do where like half of us take me to the temple and then someone else goes to speak to Elise, and to ask Elise to go straight to the mayor, and then that cuts us out as a middleman there, and it gives us we're doing both things at the same time.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, you're our most
Oh yeah, that's the thing. You're the one that's got the -2 charisma, and it's you that they want to convince Elise.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so if we're doing those two things at the same time, guys, and then we can get back and get it. Like, we're going to get back and convince them and get back out to the
the thing is,
back out to the place quicker.
Darrow and Elise don't get on very well.
Nope, she doesn't like tortoise.
No.
What about Eleonora?
And Sneaky Nook's strange. He's a deep gnome. His charisma's not great.
We do, but
we just need someone to ask her to say it's urgent. You need to go speak to the mayor.
But
sounds like Ander McCar's going to have to do it.
He doesn't know it very well, then.
Exactly.
Does that help?
She likes elves. She's an elf. She likes elves.
Oh well.
You've probably got a better chance than Darrow, to be fair.
Yeah.
But I don't think you like the NPCs doing this.
No. It has to be PCs now. Like, we've got enough PCs.
Well, Ander McCar will give it a try.
Okay.
Also, Cornaith's a grey elf, and they're a bit supercilious and get negative reactions anyway.
He's a bit up himself, a little bit pompous. So, Ander McCar, you're going to go speak to her at the perfume satyr.
Yes. So, what was her name again?
Elise. Her name is.
That this is not the first time a sheriff has wanted her to delay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So in the past, a sheriff of a town has bought you some time to do something for him while you've been there by talking nicely to her and paying her off. So this is not the first time of asking for your group, even though you're new to the group since.
Right.
Elise, her name is
I'm
Elise Smythe. She's thinks herself quite to-do elven merchant. She seems to do well, though. She looks quite affluent. She lives very well. She gets the best room in every place. She eats the best food. She wears fine clothes. You always see her buying and selling expensive goods.
We know how she does it. She hires adventurers and then gets paid by sheriffs to slow down and do things for them.
She hired you as guards, yeah. She offered you loads of money
Might
to be
sack
guards for her.
us. Like, hopefully she might just sack us, guys. Like, go back and tell her, fuck the sheriff. Like, she might just sack us.
The thing is, if you got
We'll
sacked,
do
you
our
were...
own adventure.
Yeah, well, yeah. But remember, the other thing is, it's binding you is your court date.
Yes.
So you've got both these things binding you. So this is what
That's
makes
why
it
I'm
so-
saying we should do it tomorrow rather than waiting for these soldiers to arrive.
I think you're right.
Well, actually speaking to her.
Yes, well, if the others think I should, I'll give it a try.
Personally, I think we should wait till Kiara's healed, but
It might be better.
She's the most charismatic when she's
It won't
at her
take.
normal.
Did I...
although
What
she's
if,
going
what
to
if
start
I
talking
got...
about fucking the sheriff, that might not be a good idea.
Might not go down too well.
I'm mad and sore and stinking and
Let's
like,
get
the
you
battle
healed,
here just
woman.
now, guys. Like, yeah,
Yes,
I'm
let's-
grumpy. I might feel better. I might
Yes,
feel better.
No,
once
you're not
I'm
grumpy. You're not a dwarf. Let's get you healed.
I was trying to draw the temple. The temple's down here, right? I didn't draw
Yeah,
it.
she's not happy either. I'll tell you that.
Exactly.
Would you guys be? Look at it. Ugh.
So that's the temple. I've not drawn it the proper shape to the things on the map like some of the other stuff, but there you go. Just to give you a location, that's the temple he points you to.
Well, let's head down there and let's end her suffering.
It's not a temple to a specific god. It's a generic temple where all the gods are
I
worshipped.
looked sideways at Ander Makar. I thought we were getting her healed.
That's what I meant.
Oh, right.
I don't. Yeah.
Okay, so
I don't
you.
believe in any gods, but if they're going to get rid of this, I'll pray to anything.
I want to. Can somebody check in the rulebook what the contagion spell, just to remind me what the 3 statistics that we lowered by 2 were? It was strength, charisma, and either dexterity or constitution, and I'm 90% it was
It's
dex.
dexterity, I think.
I think so
it's
too.
dex.
Well, if I have a look at your sheet, I'll know, because I know your dexterity is your highest stat, isn't it? It's like a 17 at least, eh?
I've got it on paper.
Yeah, I think it was still 17 though.
So it must have been constitution that went down then.
I was sure it was my dexterity only because I thought I was losing points on attacks for it as well.
Yeah. Strength is down,
Yeah.
dexterity is down, yeah. It was strength, dex, and charisma.
I had really, really high stats. I had good rolls.
So when you get that cured, they'll go back up to each. So I'll keep that handy on their screen.
Strength, dex, and charisma reduced by.
Strength, dex, and charisma. Okay, so you go to this church where you'll be greeted by, not like the clerics where you've met in previous temples where they're like clerics, like, you know, the guys with the armour and the warhammer, but this is just like, you know, more like a monk, a guy in robes, more like the ascetic monks of, you know, medieval Europe, more like that. Because it's a generic temple where people go to worship whatever god they worship, but it's a temple where the clergy will cure the people of the town. It's that kind of temple. So you're introduced by a nondescript man with a bald head and a brown robe to whoever the higher priest is with a higher level to cast a... Was it cure disease?
Cure disease, yes.
And if you hand over your note, then there is no charge for it.
Okay.
I mean, you can roleplay an interaction with him if you want, or you stick to the main characters.
Well, we'll try and persuade Kiara to kind of keep stum while we get this done.
Okay. So
Yes, we'll be polite and deferential and all that kind of thing.
Yeah, no.
That's what I mean.
Look, I
We'll
know this
persuade
is
Kiara to
definitely my
keep quiet.
benefit.
So another
I'd be pleading.
another monkey-looking cleric, not monkey-looking, a monkish-looking cleric in a nondescript brown robes, invites you to lie down on an altar, and he starts getting holy water and blessing you with it on certain points on your body and touching you, and then he gets it and he casts little like incantations and he rubs the sores with this holy water, and he does this for whatever it is. He's doing a ritual for cure disease, however long it actually takes. It'll say in the rulebook, but for
while he's doing that, I'll just have a chat with Kiara, and then I shall run back to her room, get her a change of clothes, and then run back to the temple. Because she's not
Bring
going
my
to want to
prettiest-
put. You're not going to want to put those clothes that you've been wearing
No.
back on again.
Bring my prettiest, shiniest, softest looking, beautiful stuff that I have.
okay.
please.
In the meantime,
Right.
you'll be offered one of these sack robes that these guys are wearing. So if you want to take off your clothes at this point,
Yeah, I'd put it on 100%. There's no, it's disgusting. Nobody's looking anyway. I would like peel.
Well,
it,
he's
peel the clothes off me. Like,
he's taking you aside and you're in an altar in this church, but you're not separate from other monk guys walking around. There's other guys can see you, so if you drop your clothes at this point, there will be people see it. Just for because you're dropping your clothes in the church, so
care.
we do need to
Yeah,
work out
yeah,
the
yeah.
semantics of that,
Mate,
right?
Okay. Desperate times.
Yeah, okay,
Like,
so
look
you-
at me,
so
please,
you-
please. I'm sorry, please just fix me.
So he cures you wearing your dirty minging clothes, and then you stand up and you're cured, and you've no longer got these seeping pussy wounds and sores and stuff and blisters and boils and warts all over your body. So you're saying you want to just drop your dirty clothes as well?
So I suggest you ask where there's a.
Well,
can
somebody
he point,
needs to
point
have
you at the
the-
bathroom so you can have a wash.
Somebody needs to have like a sack robe ready, because I am not. Those clothes are not touching me.
Well, he's gonna
To have that sack ready to go.
as you stand up, he offers a sack robe to you. He holds it out to you to take, and he'll gesture, he'll like nod with his head to say that you can go back there to change. It's up to you if you just drop your clothes there. Like
Yeah.
you can if you
Yeah,
want.
yeah.
I just wanted to know if that's what you're doing. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you do that, I guess like
100%. Like,
Oh.
yeah.
okay. So you see these monks like turning around, like some jaws hit the floor, some eyes pop open, jaws hit the floor. I guess there's some bumps in some sack robes that they might not have seen going around before. And yeah, there's just general looks of shock and awe as you this young, fairly attractive half-elf woman drops her clothes and becomes naked. And then you put the sack robe on, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100. Like I'm not flaunting.
So it's
I
pretty
just
much
want
like
that stuff off.
So it's pretty much
Yeah.
like the Hessian potato sack like robe that they wear. So with
And
a rope for a belt.
Okay.
And then the gnome warrior rushes back in with his pack holding what a gnome warrior considers is an attractive robe.
A few minutes later, though, let's bear in mind, a few minutes later, because you were staying. Where were you?
Oh, yep.
Where were you staying? She was at the stables. Where was the stables?
Yep.
Here.
Yep.
So
But
you ran
before he
there for her
started
stuff.
casting the spell, etc., and getting everything ready, I'd rushed off already.
But for
'cause I-
flavour's
I-
sake, you did not stop her getting naked in time. She got naked.
No,
in
no,
front-
no.
In front of the monks,
I would-
she did it.
I would make a point of saying to Sneaky Nick, like, I didn't say anything. I kept quiet. I let him do the ritual.
Yep.
Yes, now she's got to take off the sack robe and put on the new clothes.
Yeah.
I'll do, yeah.
Now-
I'll do
now
it
at this point-
privately.
At this
All right.
point,
Take off cloak and hold it up so
at
she
this
can hide
point, the
behind
cleric will
cloak.
say, "Please, miss, please, miss. I beg you, please, can you go somewhere to get changed this time, please? I beg you." Not,
I shuffle her over into the corner and I hold my cloak up in front. All right, I'm only kind of 3 foot tall, but it should, when I'm holding it up, it should cover the worst bits.
she's only 4 something. She's only
the
4
best bits.
something. Yeah, the best bits. Yeah, she's only 4
She's
something.
not a
so
gnome. Her nose is all wrong.
she's a half elf, maybe 5. So if you put your hands up, you might be all right. Like cover the best bits.
No, it's okay, guys. It's okay. It's fine. Like, I'm just so relieved to not have that disease anymore. Like, this Hessian sack will do. I will gladly, like, just bundle my clothes and, like, shuffle off a bank.
Hasn't that been the best part of 3 sessions you've been afflicted?
Yeah.
I'll put
it's
your
been
stats
a
back up
long
on your
time.
sheet.
Dirt Fingers has got a lot to answer for. Like.
Yeah. Well, if you want to hit him, you can go back and kind of thump the sack in the sheriff's office.
There you go. I put your stats back up to normal.
Thanks.
Do the rest of us get healed as well?
That's what the note said from the sheriff. You all get full healing magics as well. You can all get full hit points. Everybody put your character sheets. Your hit points back up to heal, back up to full, including the bear. The bear can go in. You're known in this town. The bear's known.
Well,
Cornate's back up to 11.
I thank them, and I put 5 gold pieces in their collection plate as well.
Oh, that's nice.
I'll ask the priest whether or not they can do speak with dead here.
What level is that? What level? So a priest needs to be level 5 to cast that.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the same as
Cure Disease.
Yeah. So if somebody can cast Cure Disease, then there's something can cast that. But he would say to you that this is that'd be the same man that's just cast that spell on Kiara. He would say that would be tomorrow. It's not a spell.
Well,
it's not a spell that I have ready.
Okay. When we get back to the sheriff, I'll suggest to the sheriff if he's got any questions of the necromancer, the temple should be able to cast Speak with Dead on his head.
Yeah. I was quite slightly wrong there. I said that it would have to be tomorrow because it's not a spell he remembers. That's not correct because that's not how clerics work. But he would only have a limited number of spells and he would have used them. And that's his last one. That's what I meant. The Cure Disease was his last in that level. But yeah, there's other guys around there that can cast some Cure Light Wounds and you get healed up anyway. But yeah, that is something he can cast. It would be tomorrow.
Right.
Should we give him a name? I've got a generator. We'll give him a name as soon as you got some. He's the level 3 cleric there, so.
Level 5 cleric.
He's a level 5 cleric. A level 5 cleric should have a name.
You call him Greyfriar.
Yeah, you can
Father
call him
Brown.
No, Father Greyfriar. Tammy's already got it. There you go, Father Greyfriar. I'll write that down. We'll put that in Obsidian Portal later. Make him a character. Because he's level 5, he can be named. There we go. Thanks for the name, Tammy.
No, thank you.
There you go. I like that because I always leave details like that out so you can build it as you go. I like that. Alright, so where's next? Next destination. Kiara is no longer afflicted with that horrible contagion spell that Dirt Fingers put on her.
Thank you so much.
And she gave us a good view of how few pustules she now has.
Oh yeah, you got a view, like.
Well, the one on her nose was an improvement.
Hey, you've all seen the view now. Everybody's seen the view. Make of that what you will, but she did it.
Well, I did hold up a cloak in front of her. So
you went away the first time, yeah.
Yeah, the rest of us didn't think of that.
No, the rest of you didn't get a chance to look at. Save for embarrassment. Save versus embarrassment. We should have made a saving throw. Turn away in time. Save versus embarrassment.
Thinking it was disgusting. Don't you know how to act round ladies? Your mother's obviously never brought you up properly. I'd have got a thick ear if I'd done that.
Next destination.
Okay.
After the church.
So, off to see Elise.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is the Perfume Satyr, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bring that up on my wiki here just so I got any details of it. If it's got a menu or anything. Nah, we don't have anything. The owner's name is Juliana Sutton, a human female. That's all we know about that place. It's the nicer place in town. It's an inn and tavern. There's some rooms there. Elise Maidie, she's got the nice room. It's mid to late evening, so I guess you'll be sitting in the lounge bar area, drinking perhaps, eating something small, listening to a bard play, watching the fire, people watching. Perhaps even doing a deal or two with some other merchants that are in.
Well, I must apologise for interrupting her evening, but
Add my car.
Oh,
Young handsome elf. And she looks and smiles at you. What's your charisma?
it's only 12.
Just because she's an elf, right? So I just, we're interacting that. You're not interrupting much. I've done all my business for the day. I am just sitting here watching the fire, having a glass of wine. I mean, we are leaving tomorrow. Business is good. Everything is as it should be. There's been no more interruptions to my journey. Sit down, have a drink. Sit down. I don't mind if you join me.
I'm afraid we're slightly soiled from our day's adventuring.
Of course. Adventuring, really? You've not just taken the time in town to just relax, enjoy the circus, enjoy the fair?
We were doing that, but then we heard of this problems down at the mines in the nearby village.
Oh, and you just had to get involved, eh? So you're just like these guys you've joined up with, just like Darrow and the guys, eh? You just want to get in trouble, you want to get involved, and you just want to ruin my time trying to be a merchant. Being my well-paid bodyguards just isn't quite enough for you guys, is it?
Well,
yeah,
I thought perhaps the people here needed help. I mean, if they had no employment, they'd have no coin to spend. You see, it would damage your trade.
She looks up at you. Okay, yes, I know what's going on in the town here. I knew you would be getting involved in that. I knew, as soon as that happened, I knew that you would be getting involved, so I'm not surprised.
Yes, on the subject of getting involved.
Oh, really?
Perhaps I should pass you over to Kiara.
yeah. I would. She's pretty like she's annoyed now, isn't she? Like.
Well,
ticked off.
She looks at you. Make a reaction check. We have the reaction check. We have that roll. There is that roll, and your charisma gives you a good roll in it. So,
okay.
Your sheet. Your reaction adjustment is +5. So roll 1d20. I don't even remember what the reaction roll is, but I'm just getting you to roll 1d20, and high will be good and low will be bad.
Yeah.
So you want 10 or more.
Right, you can do that on Discord or.
Oh yeah, because you don't have the roll. Yeah, do it on Discord.
Oh yes, let me roll for this myself.
Yeah.
Please.
Okay.
And do it in general.
So yeah, I can't even remember what the check is. So just roll 1d20, and you need 11 or more is a success, 10 or less is a fail. But you've got a +5 because of your charisma reaction adjustment. So you need 11. So
fuck me.
So really you need 6. What did you roll?
I got a 7.
Aye, that's fine. You needed a 6.
But it's still pretty low end of the scale.
But with your +5, that's a roll of 12. And we said 11 or more. We said just.
Oh. Okay.
So that's fine. So she smiles at you, friendly smile, warm smile. She's happy. She says, "Kiara, what is it now?"
I would look at her
and she looks at you and has a wee drink.
Like pleading, like properly, I would like be looking at her and I would like be almost like she would know that I had had like a day. I was like, you would not believe what's happened. Do you mind please sit and speak with you?
Well, despite your skin looking all better and everything, you'll look tired, I guess. Your colours come back, the sores have gone, but I guess you'll look tired. You've been through it today, so she'll see that in your eyes. You know, you've succeeded in that reaction check. That's what that is. She sees that. She says, "Yes, Kiara, sit down. It's fine. I know what's coming. Sit down and talk to me." And as she says that, she's glancing at a pile of coins and gems that she's got sitting on the table, and she just starts flicking through it with her left hand. You know, as somebody does when they count poker chips and they flick it and do tricks with it.
Yeah.
She starts doing that with her coins. And sit down, Kiara.
I would sit down. Oh my goodness, where do I start trying to explain what has happened? We were relaxed. We were having a drink. I was enjoying our time off. They heard of trouble in the mines. You know what's going on. You'll have heard from everything today. And then I would fill her in briefly, or as like as like without involvement as I can, kind of.
Okay, so right, elaborate a little bit then. How
Yeah.
much are you going to tell her?
Yeah.
How much are you going to
Well-
tell her? Elaborate. You tell her
I'll
about
t- I'll
zombies
tell
and
her-
necromancers?
Like, I would tell her everything, but my point is I would want to get to the part where I tell her that I ended up fighting and a necromancer gave me a disgusting disease, and then we had to fight off all these things to get healed. So I'm like sort of pleading to her, like woman to woman, like, to be like, oh my god, I've got dragged into death, and this is the point we're at now, where the mayor of the town, the sheriff, would like to speak to you themselves. They want to, I think, ask a favour of you, but I think they're willing to maybe kind of negotiate and have no tax or free trade, or it's worth speaking to them. I really think it is.
So yeah, at this point
But I don't know.
At this point, she's barely containing her laughter at you. It's because she just not at you're comical, just because she knows it's coming and how much you're trying to soften the blow that she just knows is coming anyway.
Yeah.
And she looks up at you and she says, "Kiara, how many days are you guys needing? This is a comfortable inn. You need time, don't you? You need time."
At least I actually, yeah, but I don't know. And to be honest, I'm at the point where I don't care. I want to go and like get clean and drink tonight, and then deal with it tomorrow. So
You said that the mayor
at
and
the
the
very least a day. But yeah, I would. speak with
Thinking
the
of
mayor. I
shaking
think
his
they said-
head.
the mayor and the
I
sheriff
think
want to
they
speak to
said,
me.
like, yeah.
Oh, Kiara.
Or you could speak with Darrow. He knows more than I do.
Kiara. Now at this point, she's doing.
I know how you feel, but he definitely could fill you in.
At this point, her flicking of her gems and coins in her hand intensifies, and the level of the trickery intensifies. She gets really good, and she starts doing really good stunts. She smiles and she gives you an almost undetectable wink, like it was so fast, did she really do it? And she says, just get the sheriff and the mayor to talk to me tomorrow, Kiara. I'm sure we're going to work something out. And she looks down at her fine wine, and then she's got in front of her, she's got a plate of food, and it looks like it's all very fancy. And she's got bulging purses, and she's got this big massive stack of coins that she's just playing with on the table, and she's smiling at Kiara. She's, yeah, don't worry about it, we'll work something out.
Sweet.
I'm wondering what this woman really deals in.
She seems very happy. Who was?
I mean,
Well,
you think we might be escorting a drug dealer?
well, Peter, is Darrow in there? Is he witnessing this conversation? I know that Adamankar is, because he started. But
No.
is it the two of them, just the two elves?
Darrow wouldn't have.
She doesn't like you. Yeah.
I don't like the stuck-up elf.
Right. Okay. So Adamankar, the other person that's here in this conversation with her, have you got anything else to put in?
No. So we hope we might be able to sort out the situation in one day, but we don't know.
Right. So she'll say to Kiara, tell the men to come and see me here in the morning. Themselves, tell the mayor and the sheriff if they want to meet with me, they can come to me and they can do it here, and they can come themselves, not to send any assistants or lackeys. But yeah, I'll discuss it with the men. I know exactly what they're going to ask me. They want you to stay here to help them with X problem and Y solution, and you need Z time. So yeah, feel free. Let the men talk at least. We'll certainly discuss something. If they come to me in the morning, if they're here after breakfast, let me have my breakfast first. Then yeah, I'll talk. We can discuss things with them.
We'll pass on the message. Yes, thank you for your understanding.
Okay. So she will go back to her glass of wine, her fidgeting with coins and stuff on a table. She'll order another drink. She'll order another food, and she'll bid you farewell or bid you good evening.
That's all.
Yeah.
You're
We're going to want some dinner in a moment.
Well, you're
but I
are you
think we
staying?
should change first.
Are you staying here at the Perfume Satyr as well?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I think I was staying at the stable.
Are you going to
You
continue?
and I were staying at the stables. Yes.
Yeah, I'm no offence thinking Nick, but I'm gonna book a room somewhere tonight.
I'll carry on looking after Charlemagne. You go and book a room and have a bath.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're going to stay in the stables and look after her bear for her while she gets clean in a nice inn room?
I'll,
yes.
I'll bring him I'll try and find him some food that
Shameless hussy, obviously. God knows what she'll do.
Remember, everybody take off like, you know, a gold a day for like food and things that you're buying to top up your rations or whatever. Take a gold, 2 gold a day. If you're doing any bookkeeping, like Kiara, for example, you've only got 4 darts or something. You might want to, and that's something we can't just like fudge over. Like we can fudge over your rations and stuff as long as you just chip away at your gold like 1 per day or whatever. We can fudge over rations. But if you want to maybe grab some more darts or something like that, we need to do that and interact with a store somewhere.
Okay. Well, if I knock off 6 gold, that should cover food and inn and everything. Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh no, yeah,
Party
I meant that.
funds.
Like I want to pay for like a nice room. I'm not lacking wealth. I don't think I've got lots.
I'll take it out of party funds and it covers everybody.
Well,
all right.
Oh no.
Kiara, Elise has the nicest room in the Perfume Satyr. Your other options for places to stay in Asanda are, well, the only other inn is the Burning Dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
So they've got rooms there. You've got other rooms at the Perfume Satyr here, but she's got the nicest room, if that's what you're after. It's taken. You could ask about the nicest room at the Burning Dwarf if you want.
I don't want like a fancy room. I just want
just any room with access to a bath.
Like is there rooms above a pub? Is there like an inn?
Well, there's more rooms available at the Perfume Satyr. That's where the rest of your group is staying anyway, and there are rooms with access to baths there. You're just not getting the best room because Elise has that.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I don't want the best.
Oh, why is my keyboard in Greek? Hang on. How did that happen? Anyway.
Did you write?
I wrote bro, but it comes out right if you write in Greek actually, so letters are the same. I wrote in Twitch. Never mind. I fixed it. So you can get a room, no problem. Just take a gold for room and board for a day. Take 2 gold for room and board. The guys have already paid for room and board. Their 1 gold per day they're taking off is for food, etc. They've taken off your food and everything from the party gold. Just take 1 extra gold for a room for the night. For a nice room.
I've taken 6 gold off in total.
Okay. So if Kiara wants to get herself a separate room, I mean, you have the space in the shared room with the boys, or do you want to get your own room? And do the boys mind you sharing with them?
I want to get my own room.
Actually, let's be correct, because we don't just have the boys, because you've got Eleonora. So she may have her own room. But you can get your own room if you want. So take 1 gold for your own room.
Yeah. Yeah, I want my own room.
Okay. Take 1 gold off then.
I would imagine Eleonora would have her own room. It would be beneath her dignity to share with us, surely.
Yeah, I would say so. And because she's the girl and you're all boys, and she didn't have Kiara to share with. So she would have been on her own, I would say. So she'll be in a room on her own. You'll have the boys in a room, Kiara, Eleonora in a room. So there's your options, or you could get your own. Anyway, it's semantics. It doesn't matter. We don't need to spend too much time on it.
Conditions. I think underground you don't have so much space hacked out.
Well, anyway, we can advance to the next day if you want. So remember, we're 41 days till court now. Somebody might make a note of that. I'll make a note of it for a change. 41 days to court.
I shall change it down to days to court 41.
Okay.
It's an entry in the spreadsheet.
Ah, nice. I forget about that, actually.
How many spare days do we have at the moment?
How many what?
Spare days do we have at the moment?
Oh, I think by road, and by going with her, it was 20-something days or less, wasn't it? 3 weeks. Can we remember? We'll work it out again.
We said allowing bits and pieces, it was about 3 weeks still to get there.
Yeah.
So we had about 3 weeks spare.
Yeah. Because that's including our stops, it was about 3 weeks.
And it's not like we keep getting distracted or anything, is it?
I'm trying.
Yeah. Yeah, something makes me think this DM is up to something.
Up to many things. I'm up to many things, of course. So yeah, I think you've got about 3 weeks travel, including her stops, to get to Silverhall.
Right. And I can learn up my
And coach in 42
spells,
days.
so I can learn an armor spell and you cast it on myself.
Yep. Kiara,
Yeah.
what spells are you memorising? Let's tidy up your character sheet.
Oh, Joe, this is too hard for me to do without my sheet in front of me.
Right,
Like,
so we can do that. We can do that
yeah,
in between weeks. What we can do then is tomorrow in the morning, or we're in the late evening, I guess, so a blacksmith wouldn't be open. So I guess tomorrow in the morning, remember, before the guys do anything else, or before you leave or anything, remember you could do with picking up a few darts, and we could tidy that up in your character sheet.
Yeah, you might as well
Yeah.
a big handful.
Yeah.
And we could do with visiting the wizard and getting these items analysed.
Probably less urgent than arming ourselves and...
Yeah, that feels like
having run out of spells, if Cornaith can find a wand that he can use...
Is Cornaith able to... Because my memory is that was one overnight with the wizard on the other island, Panthea Minor. Cornaith was able to learn quite a lot of spells.
Yes, yeah, you can do quite a few in a night. Now, remind me, did you get the items identified that you took from Daniel Derfingers, the items that he had on his person?
Not yet. Not yet.
That's what I'm saying. Tomorrow morning, if we can find a mage who can identify them, we may be able to use them on the trip into tomorrow.
But I'm thinking that Ander McCarr could do with perhaps learning at least a second level spell.
Yes.
It was a staff, a wand, 2 rings.
Tomorrow.
What was it? A staff, a wand, 2 rings. I've got it all written down somewhere.
Before you want to tomorrow, Ander McCarr may want to try to get hold of a spell book and to get hold of.
I've got enough pages for one more spell.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, if you look at the map, you'll notice there is a tower here, and it's. You've been in this town 3 days, so you'll have heard that that's a mage's tower, and he's known to sell stuff. In fact, because you've been here 3 days now, I can put the name up from the GM info to the map layer. His name is Ulmanar. Ulmanar's Tower.
What would what would Cornaith suggest of the spells that he's got? Because I could try learning one of his spells. Has he got one that I ought to learn?
Well, have you got access to his sheet?
Scare, for example.
Yes. Let's have a look.
I have some spells also that I think we can copy from each other, even though,
No, they can't copy it from you. You can copy it from them as mages because you're a bard and you note them differently.
Oh, I thought him and I could share.
Did you do it previously? We might need to check, but if you did it previously, then I guess. You do have a spell book of sorts, but we're saying that you note them down differently.
Yeah, I think that was what
That's right. Well,
was
he
done
did,
differently.
He did make you a spell book.
All right. Do you want to go through Cornaith's spells?
Go for it,
Trevor. Okay.
Does he have scare?
He has scare, yes.
Because that often comes in useful, doesn't it?
It does indeed, yes.
Although it depends whether you want something to help your combat.
One thing.
You mean like mirror image?
Out of characters for a minute, because we are at the end of the session and we're at the end of the night and we're winding down. Out of character for a minute, if Andy McCarr was to eventually take most of Cornaith's most used spells, then we would have no need for an NPC that. Do you know what I mean? We can get rid of an NPC.
Yep.
I would like to eventually, when he becomes a lot less useful, like when Andy McCarr's got all the same spells, then it would be a perfect time to get rid of him and have one less NPC in the party. It'd be great.
But that's what I was saying, because I've copied spells of him before that I think that I then shared with Andy McCarr.
Right, yes. I'm with you.
That's what.
Yeah,
okay. I'm sorry. I think I hadn't explained
so,
that.
Yeah, let's see. We can all copy from each other then. So let's just go through a few things. So you've got, or should we rest? Should we call it a rest and then we're on that? Well, we did. We said we're on day 41, so it's the morning. We'll stop there and not do anything. But for bookkeeping's sake, then at the end of the session, you've got.
Yeah, but I'm saying we don't rest yet.
No.
Of course, Adam McCarr can learn some spells.
Can learn some spells. So we're going to do that first, right? Okay, good. Let's do that then. So we're still on day 42. 42 days.
Yeah, before we turn in for the night, I'll ask Cornaith if I can have a go at copying a spell or two.
Okay.
Certainly.
Feel free to make those rolls now then if you want.
Righto, so I've got to roll percent.
Sneaky Nook will recommend invisibility.
Well, I think either scare or mirror image should be the first one I try. And
He doesn't have mirror image.
Doesn't have mirror image.
scare then. I'll try scare, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
And so I've got to roll percentile, haven't I, to see whether I can learn it.
Yes.
That looks good enough to me.
What's your chance? It must be. That'll be good enough.
It should be.
Nice. Okay.
Hang on, I can check, but he's got reasonable intelligence. 65% chance. So that's. So now I've got to roll for how many pages that takes. Which is, I believe it's D6 plus 1.
Yes.
Because it's D6 minus 1, but then plus 2 for the level, isn't it?
Yes.
So this is
Well remembered. I would have had to look. Nice.
2.
Whoa.
That's better. There might be room for another
I
spell now.
was just thinking you might can squeeze another one in.
Yes.
What else has Cornaith got?
He's got strength, which might be of interest to you
Might
as
be
a
of-
warrior.
Defo.
Yes, I'm not sure if it would increase it enough to make it worthwhile.
Yeah, depends. What
might do.
is your strength?
13, I think.
So you need to roll at least 3 on the D8.
Yes. Which is doable. I mean, so there's more than 50% chance that it'll improve his combat.
What else does Cornaith have? Because he doesn't use that.
First level, he has Detect Magic, Read Magic, Burning Hands, Sleep, Chromatic Orb, Identify, Mount, and Armor.
Any of those?
Second level, he has Scare, Invisibility, Melf's Acid Arrow, Knock, Darkness 15-foot radius, Strength. Third level, he has Invisibility 10-foot radius, Melf's Minute Meteors, and Slow.
He's got quite the spell book.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, of those, strength is second level ones we're probably most interested in because
Invisibility. Go on, go for that one. Sneaky Nook has a vested interest in you having invisibility.
We've got 10 minutes to wind down the session, so you might as well just try and learn some spells before we turn in for the night.
Except he needs a spell book. Second spell.
Well, he's perhaps going to squeeze one in, though.
yeah, I've got space for one more, at least. So I
think from Andy McCarr's point of view, I was to say strength.
yes.
So I said that you've got a quarter chance of strength not affecting your combat. No, sorry. What did you say? Your strength was 13.
I think it was 13.
A quarter chance of not affecting the combat. Then 1 in 8 chance of it giving you only +1 damage.
Mm-hmm.
1 in 8 chance of it being +1/+1. Another 1 in 8 chance of it being +1/+2, and I think it being +1/+3.
And
Not sure it's
And
I think maybe if there's a more, I'm not sure that's really such a big benefit that it's.
Trevor, remember, on the contrary to how Peter thinks about them, remember, the most fun one. What's the most fun one? What's the coolest one? Quickly, that's the way I do it. That's what I want from you. What's most fun? What's going to be flavourful? What's cool?
Yeah, well, see, so I don't think.
Could could theoretically someone cast strength and then I cast enlarge on that person too, and then they attack?
Yes, those are going to stack.
Can you do that?
Those will stack, yes. Strength puts somebody's strength up. Enlarge puts their damage up.
That makes sense to me. I've got enlarge.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me to get strength.
Yeah. So if somebody's strength is
Sorry,
increased so much that they start to get bonuses, then your enlarge is going to put an extra like 20 or 30% or whatever it is onto that. So yes, they will stack.
Yeah. I don't think that would be fun.
It'd be nice spells together. Yeah, it's a nice combo.
Oh, I can go for it.
Well, we like a combo in this group, especially with prayer and bless, don't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, how valuable you are to damage. If you get the chance of this wizard to learn mirror image.
If there's a wizard nearby that I can try learning mirror image of, I think probably I'll have to do that in the morning.
Yeah, but like I said, you've been in the town 3 days now, so you know that there is.
Yes, I think I'll visit him in the morning, and I'll try and learn mirror image.
Now remember, Kiara, you can also try and learn some spells if you want. Now, what level are you? You're level 6 bard now. You've now got room for a level 3 spell. Am I right, guys?
Have a rule.
Let me see what the level up for that is. I'll get the rules up for a second. Player's handbook. So I look at classes, class descriptions, rogue, bard spell progression. Level 6. No, it's not. You've got 3 first level slots and 2 level 2 slots. It's next level. At level 7 you start getting 3rd level magic.
So, but now you need a second. You'll have a second spell, a second level spell.
Yeah.
So I'll have 3 first level, 2 second, and a third.
No. At this level now you've got. Yeah.
No, I mean like when I get my next one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll copy it. What you've got now. I'll copy paste it, right? No, that's not copy pasting, right? Never mind. Aye, so you've got. I'll move it across to this screen so you'll see it on Twitch actually. So you're at level 6. So you've got 3 level 1 slots and 2 level 2 slots.
Yeah.
So make sure you've got that right on your sheet.
I'm level 6
we
now.
have.
Yeah.
So now if you look at your sheet, you've got 3 level 1 slots and 2 level 2 slots. So between now and next week, we'll get your Roll20 working. Have a look at that, and then you can think about what spells you want to memorise.
Yeah.
But also, you've got the chance to learn more here. You can still learn any level 1 and level 2 spell.
Can we do that like later because I can't see it, so it like really puts me off that
that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll just do Andy my cars then. Have you got any more you want to do? And then we'll wind it down for the night.
So in the morning, while the others are going off looking for darts and so forth.
Yep.
And I shall go over to the wizard and ask very politely whether he would teach me a spell.
Okay.
See whether he could teach me mirror image.
Okay. Right, so we'll take care of that next week then at the start.
Mm-hmm.
We'll start in the morning of the next day then. So you learn that spell and it takes the 2 pages in your spell book, and you do that at some point.
So yes, and in the morning or whenever I learn up spells, I will learn that to take with us.
Yep.
So I'll have 1 armor which I'm going to use on myself, 1 sleep and 1 scare.
Yep. And we'll work out times in the week for Kiara. All right. Okay. So.
Sorry, I'm being fussy about it. I just would like to.
No. I would like to. I would like to do it properly as well. So, do Stinky Nook and Darrow have any important business for this evening? And then we can say, right, that's that night wrapped up and we'll take care of the morning next week.
I can't think of... apart from having something to drink.
Yeah, you'll be having something to drink, so we'll roll for hangovers in the morning, okay? Sound. Darrow's going for a drink. Anyone else?
Oh, I've got studying to do.
You're studying. Stinky Nook's going to look after Kiara's bear while Kiara gets a hot bath and a nice bed in her room on her own.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm looking after the bear.
Okay, good night, team. The sun sets.
Good night, all.
The sun sets. It's the end of session 31.
Yep.
So,
That's, like, perfect timing too, guys.
thanks very much for the game, guys.
Thank you very much
you.
indeed.
Like I say,
Yes, that was
It's so much fun.
but jump into the text channel for a chat after or in between games, and then we'll talk shop because I'm gonna keep going. I've got stuff to continue with tonight.
Okay.
I need to go.